Hello, and welcome to the Weekly Scroll Podcast. My name is Ryan, and today we are going to be doing something special. For those watching, you can see this is not our normal setup. That is because we are doing a special marching order special that James will talk about in a second. And joining me today, we have a bunch of also very special people. We have Matt Morris of ManaDawn Tabletops. How are you doing, Matt?
Doing well, doing well. Great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. We have Janell, who used to be a regular on the show. Hope to have her back more often, but she's here as well. How's it going?
I'm amazing. It's gorgeous.
You are amazing, Janell.
Oh, thank you. You too.
And then we have the main character for today. That is James of Crumbling Keep. How's it going, James?
It has been a day, but it's going well. It is going well. The launch party tonight. We have a reason to celebrate. We funded. This is great.
Yeah, funded and more. And also, for those on YouTube, it doesn't matter to you in the future because you're not here in chat with us. But in chat, we also have Brad of Crumbling Keep. They are going to be keeping all of these rogues in check for us in there. So thank you so much, Brad, for being here as well. But yeah, so I guess first of all, what the heck are we doing here, James? What happened today? Why is today such a great day for us?
So today started about 3 years ago when we first launched Marching Order. It was Zine Quest. It was peak pandemic. Everyone was getting in solo games. I mean, I'm saying all this in retrospect. I didn't know this at the time, but we released our first solo game during Zine Quest, and it was Marching Order, the Mud and Blood edition, which we planned to be one little zine. And then as we bit funded and we created it, it ended up being 2 softcover books in a box set and a bunch of cards. But in the back of that very first book, we had an ad for the sewers of Rot Bottom because we were certain that was the second thing we were going to release. So many people were interested. For folks who aren't familiar with Marching Order, it's a bit game booky meets board gamey solo RPG. It's really, I'm having trouble knowing what to call it now lately, honestly. But anyway, we wanted to make a random dungeon generator, so once you got through the adventures, you could keep playing. So we had that ad in the back of the book. We're certain that it was going to be the next thing that we put out. And then through many, many iterations later, we decided, wait, no, this isn't just an expansion. It's a whole new edition. So yeah, we launched that this morning, the Marching Order Curse and Coin box set. We launched it over on Kickstarter. It was and is our most ambitious project yet, and we funded in the first 2.5 hours, and that was great. And so now we're here to celebrate, play through a completely never seen before and actually never even play tested delve yet of Marching Order. So it's not edited. It might be a little rocky going, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun anyway. And the delve we're going to play today is, it's not even named, but it's going to be the first one in the new campaign book in the Curse and Coin edition, which takes place in the Gallows, which is kind of like the Thieves' Quarter of Rot Bottom. But yeah, that's what happened today and what we're doing here.
Yeah, I am very excited. Obviously, you've been on the show before. We've talked about Marching Order. We reviewed it on the show before. You've also, guested on our show for side quests and stuff like that. Become good friends of here at Weekly Scroll, which we appreciate. And we're really glad to have you guys with us for the launch party. So thank you. And we're playing, but there's more going on today too. I still need to set this up, so remind me in just a second to do that. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff for chat today as well, right?
That is definitely true. Gosh, there's something. Oh, I wanted to remind you about subs. You wanted to just talk about real quick. Do you want to get into that before I talk about chat?
What?
Subs in the channel?
Don't sub to us. Do not sub to us. We appreciate it. I want to keep our affiliate status because we get fun stuff, but I don't want to make any money off of you. So do us a favor, follow all you want, but please do not sub to our channel.
So on that note, what we're doing for the chat. So thanks everybody for coming. I love that you're here. To celebrate, we're going to give a bunch of free crap away. Well, not crap, a bunch of our games and supplements and things like that for Marching Order and other RPGs. And two of the really big things we're giving away is going to be won a copy of the box set from Marching Order Mud and Blood Edition. A good deal of time out of print at this point and really hard to find. There are not many left in the wild out there. And when it prints, a copy of the Marching Order Curse and Coin box set, but also a lot of other like zines, pamphlet adventures, and other fun stuff along the way. So that's it. Ooh, look at that.
Right,
So, yeah.
right there. Yeah, very excited. I'm going to be setting up a couple of other things while we go through all of this, including some of the giveaway stuff, and then I will let chat know what to hit to put yourself into the giveaway. But why don't you just take it away? And if I ask you to repeat yourself, I'm sorry. My ADHD is happening right now.
You are doing great. Should I start diving into a little bit of setup while you're doing that?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Please do.
Okay, so we're going to do it by the numbers. So the idea of Marching Order is it is a solo or co-op game. So you could, and like I think most people do, kind of play this all alone. And the only thing that changes when you play with more people is how many rogues you control. So if you're playing it by yourself, you're going to control 4 rogues. Since there's 4 of us, we're each going to control 1. When it comes to making decisions in the game, I'm not going to make those because I kind of wrote it and I kind of know some of the outcomes. So I'm just there to provide support and swing a sword on occasion. But since there are 4 of us, we are each going to start with 150 coins. Now, the thing about those coins is they are used to both buy your starting rogue and also outfit them with gear. So the more... They're like all rogues do not cost the same amount of money. Some are better than others. But the more expensive rogue you buy, the less gear you're probably going to be able to buy to outfit them. Okay, so we got 150 coins, and our next step is to buy our rogues. For folks that are looking to do that, is this the right page? Yes. Okay, so unfortunately, I didn't open the PDF, so I might be a little off with pages here. I'm looking in my physical copy. But in the physical copy, they start on page 62 with the Alchemist.
Okay.
So each one of us will be looking to buy one of those. Go ahead.
Yeah. So for us in the stream, we're doing character creation right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go to page 62 and actually pay attention and write this stuff down.
So yeah, the only thing like it might have missed out on is the 150 coins you have, and you are using part of that to buy a rogue. So you'll notice they kind of vary in price from like 100 to 200 and whatnot, and there are some that are 150. We are playing this as a team, at least somewhat. So the thing is, if you buy 150 coin rogue, you might not have enough left to buy gear, you know? So you kind of want to balance your options there. Anyone have any ideas, anything pulling at your heartstrings as to what you want to be?
I want to be a doctor.
I think you should be the doctor.
I should be a doctor.
You should be the doctor.
Yeah.
I had a joking thought before I even jumped on tonight, and I was like, I want to be the guy that carries the torch, and I'm seeing the torchbearer, and he's free.
I mean, the cool thing about like the torchbearer is not the best character, but with 150 coins to just spend on gear, you know, you might be able to make up for it.
It is a team game. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I'm supportive.
Yeah.
I'm the torchbearer.
You know?
I'm the torchbearer.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm now with all of my.
You can buy something expensive now because I'll buy you all your gear.
Yeah, I want to almost be ridiculous and be the Cosmic Marine just because I'm so deeply enmeshed in Warhammer right now. But we have what are you gonna go with, James?
You know, I was kind of waiting to see what pulled at you there. Like, I think we need someone that can. I would say we probably still need someone that can stand up to the blunt force trauma at the front of the line.
I kind of felt like I was gonna be a tank. I feel like I always end up being the tank because everyone's like, I'm gonna pick this cool, interesting character, and since I go last, I'm like, all right, I'll be the tank. Are you thinking? What do you think? Knight or sellsword?
Hmm. Hmm. Well, so we got 150 coins, and the knight is 200.
Oh,
Can
okay,
I-
yeah. So
So
not
that might
that's a
be a
bad
bit.
idea. Yeah.
Can I give 50 of my unspent coins?
I don't know. What do you think in chat? Should we allow some rogues to give each other coins, or are they too greedy?
Nah.
Are we
Let's
friendly?
go. I think they're too
We're
greedy. I
friendly?
think they're greedy fucks.
Okay.
Let's go with sellsword. They've only got one less defense, and it's within my budget. And we're delving on a budget, friends. So I'm gonna go with the sellsword.
Okay. I'm gonna go with maybe. Let's see. What do we got? We got a sellsword. We got a doctor. We got a torchbearer. I think I'm gonna maybe bring up the rear with the archer.
Nice.
Okay, great. So them's your characters. As you can see, looking at them, you have actions, qualities, and flaws. I mean, you see your stat blocks there. Your stat blocks you don't need to worry about. That's just what they are. You don't need to roll anything, change them. You bought this person, this is what they got, right? So your actions, we all have our basic action for free. So whatever action is up top there in the description, we all have that. And when you're starting a new character, you get to pick one more. So that'll probably be first is what action do you want to pick for your character? And while folks are looking at that, I do want to mention one of the things I'm excited about in this new edition is, Brad and I have played the old edition a good amount by this point, and we have figured out what we absolutely want to change about it. And one of the biggest things I'm excited about is the stats for the rogues and the monsters are all going to be on their cards. So no more flipping back and forth through the book a million times to like find out, oh, well, now the goblin's turn to go. I need to flip to the goblin page, and now I need to flip back to my page to see what this ability does. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, that'll be, usability is always a plus, one that we care about deeply on the show. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, it wasn't something that was as in my vocabulary when we first made this, and I feel it now.
Take your damn medicine. That's my choice.
What's that one do?
Target yourself or a creature adjacent to you. You may remove one of their conditions. Cooldown 3.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
So cooldowns, powers generally, like except for our basic powers, are all going to have cooldowns. And so when you use a power, you usually like put a dice on it if you're playing, on a table. And every time it's your turn, at the beginning of your turn, you count that dice down by 1. And when the dice goes away, you can use that power again. I'm going to go with Rain of Arrows, which lets me make an attack roll versus every enemy. But it's got a cooldown of 5, so it takes a while. And it only does half damage, but still, that's a lot of arrows.
I'm going to go with no, not me as a reaction. When an enemy attacks me, I can redirect it. If I roll 4 or above, I can redirect it to an adjacent one of y'all.
Glad to see. I'm seeing the love and care here in this party already.
Hey, I'm holding that torch. I'm keeping it light in the dark. I'm going to be the first target.
So I'm still doing stuff here in the background. So you said we pick one of these actions at the top, correct?
Yep.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
You do have the basic one for free, but you get to pick one other one.
I don't know why I jump off screen. Always keep a knife in your boot. Dirty trick, and we don't have to do this. The one I have to pay coins for, so I'm not doing that. I feel like my sellsword is cheap AF. I'm gonna go with always keep a knife in your boot. It's got a pretty low cooldown. I target an adjacent enemy and make a physical attack roll versus their defense. And the creature suffers half damage. I'm gonna go with that.
Excellent.
And then I can also take the hack and slash too, so that's great.
Yeah, little second attack there never hurt anybody with a little knife
No.
in the boot.
Well, I mean, I guess I want to hurt some people, but you know.
Oh yeah. And hopefully
Yeah.
not anyone behind you. Just keep the knife pointing forward. That would be great for everyone involved. Okay, so next up on your character sheet, you see there's actions and rather not actions. I'm sorry, qualities and flaws. So this gives your rogue a little bit of like random color, and at the end of your turn, once everything else is done, you roll what we affectionately call the bullshit dice. We were gonna like it was just a stand-in name for the mechanic when we were making the game, and we're like, no, this stays. It's the bullshit dice. We're not gonna name this anything else because we roll it and bullshit happens. So when you do that, if you roll a 6, you're gonna have a quality happen. If you roll 1, a flaw is gonna happen. Anything in between, nothing happens. But it's a little bit of spice at the end of your turn there. So to figure out what your qualities and flaws are, you're gonna roll them randomly. A little 6-sided dice on your quality or flaw table will tell you what you got.
And we have a dice roller for that, friendos.
Excellent.
And that gets generated randomly at the end of our turn when we roll either a 1 or a 6 or before the game starts.
Before the game starts. Yeah,
Sick.
you'll have the same quality and flaw every time you roll that.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm going to roll for my quality. And I got a 3.
The same dice as everybody else because I can't figure out how to change everybody's dice. So we're bees.
Okay, so I got that was a great shot. My next action can target an adjacent enemy to the target that I'm targeting. I'm going to say target about 20 more times to explain that. So yeah, it's a nice little kind of second shot if I roll that on my next turn.
So I either find a free torch or I drop a torch.
And the torch economy lives on.
Yep.
Qualities, I left an opening. I immediately take a second action.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You gain the condition armored.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Okay, now we get to do the same thing for our flaws.
After flaws, I'm gonna start the giveaway, so remind me. And
yeah, that'll be a perfect time for it. All right, so I rolled my dice and I got shit out of arrows. I gained a condition stunned, which basically means I miss my next turn as I figure my life out, which like happens to me enough in real life.
Yeah, so I got oh dang, I dropped the torch and yeah, but it does say that I can drop a torch that's half used or so. So
Oh, that's good.
yes. Be sure to keep a bunch of half-used torched everywhere.
Doctor needs her medicine too. You gain the condition weakened. I'm gonna be tough but weak. Just watch.
I've had my party years too. I get it, Doctor.
let me pin the Kickstarter link real quick so people will always have access to that at the top of chat. Make sure if you haven't backed it to go back that Kickstarter. And my flaw, bring this up again, is I thought you were the enemy. Target a random ally. Make a physical attack roll versus their defense. I think that you're don't stab your party. I think you cursed me in the Cursing Coin edition here.
It's weird because I thought I said that pretty straightforwardly, and you're kind of doing the opposite there.
No. Oh.
Okay, so that's pretty much character building. We got our characters, and our next step is we bought our rogues. Okay, we're going shopping, folks. Who doesn't like shopping? So you can find on page, and again, sorry, I'm using the physical version here. Page 28 is where the little gear list begins. I feel like we should have the torchbearer buy a few torches because the torchbearer uses last longer than anyone else's. Torchbearer curates those things, you know?
Time out real quick.
Right.
We're going to do the giveaway, or at least start it. We're going to start the giveaway. I want to fix one thing on here real quick that somehow didn't come through. Boom, Cursing Coin edition. That should look better for the people that are watching the stream. So we're going to start the giveaway. It's been a while since we did one of these on stream, so I want to make sure it works correctly. I'm going to hit start giveaway. There shouldn't be a timer on it, even though it's reading as a timer. So in order to join the giveaway, you just want to do !curse. And you just, I think you might have to be following. I don't know if I turn that off. So if it doesn't say, hey, thanks for joining, just hit that follow button and then do !curse again. And then you'll be able to do the !curse. But you don't have to be a sub or anything. You don't have to do any of that. We have a lot of people not following. Why don't I just end this, change that, and because I don't want people to come in and not know that they have to follow. So everyone stop, hold up, wait a second. We're going to cancel that, confirm we cancel that, and I'm going to edit it real quick, make it where you don't have to be a follower, because I don't give a shit, follow us or don't. And let's start that up again. All right, !curse. And it should, every time you do !curse, it should say thank you for joining.
So the first thing we'll be giving away is a pamphlet adventure for Old School Essentials Troll Hunter. But it looks like we're having maybe a little tech difficulty on the giveaway bot.
Yeah,
this is actually how we get away with not giving you anything and drawing you here. We've been talking about the Sewers Kickstarter for like so long. We thought we were going to do it in January of this year, and obviously we did not do that. We just started making it a joke, like, we are gaslighting you all. We're just going to keep talking about this, and it's never actually going to happen. And now that we launched it, we just got to do it with the giveaway to get our. Yeah, come on over. We'll give you free stuff. Sure.
I'm going to just do a new one because for some reason people weren't getting tickets. Marching order, don't use a timer, advanced, do not have to be a follower to win, max tickets 1, don't have to be a subscriber, don't have to be whatever, confirm, start giveaway. All right, so I'm gonna do !curse again. Yeah, now we have people.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, everybody,
Yeah.
!curse again.
!curse. And then I can close, pick winner, and reopen that. So with the number of people in here, everyone should just be able to win one time. I don't think the bot lets you win multiple times, and if so, oh, okay, good job, you win multiple times. But that should be it. !curse in there. And we got 17 people in there. Damn. Okay. 8. Keep it going. So whenever they want to do a giveaway, you guys let me know, and I'll just hit the button. So we were buying torches, right?
Yeah, we were buying torches and whatever else we may need with our remaining funds.
So I thought, since I have some coins, if I buy a backpack, as a torchbearer, I already have 2 additional slots. With a backpack, that puts me up to 9 slots. Is that correct?
You start with 10. Okay. I think we got 2 different things going on here.
Yeah.
So torches have slots too. Like every time the text says mark off a slot for your torch, you do that. And most people have 4. So once you mark off your 4th slot, the torches burn out. You need to start another torch.
Gotcha.
Torchbearer's got 6 though.
Oh, sick. Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it.
So there's like torch slots, and then there's equipment slots. Kind of like character level and spell level, and how that will always be the bane of everyone's existence.
They play a different game.
I'm still down to buy a backpack, though, if folks want me to carry any of the gear they purchase.
All right.
I don't know if I can afford more than I
Forgive
can
my
carry.
memory. How many slots do we have?
10, and your
10.
memory's doing
Okay.
just fine.
No. On vacation.
10 slots. Okay. I was doing a lot of giveaway stuff. So what page are we on right now for buying stuff again?
Physical page 28.
That works.
Might be slightly different for the...
Stop, please don't subscribe, bro.
We don't want your money.
Does buying 5 torches seem a little like I'm buying too many, or is 5 good?
So for you, buying 5 torches would mean we could go through 30 rooms. You know what? I just remembered that this particular delve has a little stop point that says, hey, do any last minute shopping you want to do, and then go on it. So why don't I read out the intro text to it and see if it flavors any of our like, oh, okay, it sounds like maybe I need this type of bullshit.
Love it.
Sound good for everybody? Okay, so marching order like is game booky in the sense that you are reading through a story and making decisions, right? So on that note, I apologize for the intro I'm about to read, and it's longer than any beginning text I'd give when I'm running like a normal RPG-ish adventure. And that's probably not the last apology about it you'll get from me. Anyway. This is wild. Like Brad hasn't even actually seen this and played this yet, so this is kind of exciting for me. Sigurd stares hungrily at the barkeep across the room and bites his bottom lip. You have to snap your fingers multiple times to refocus his attention on you. The man is a renowned whoremonger, and you know the coin you slipped him for this information is just going to feed his habit. But that's hardly your problem. Sorry, he says. I was distracted. Now, as I was saying, I spoke to some travelers who came through the Red Dirt Wood. They were quite drunk on cheap booze, and I'm certain they're reliable. Who has ever known a drunkard to lie? Their faces also had the blush of honesty for reasons of never mind. That's more than you care to know. He gives you an exaggerated wink, and you're forced to choke down more ale to keep from making an annoyed groan, such as one might give at a bad pun. Yes, Sigurd, everyone knows what you're getting at. In any case, the travelers say they have spotted Bater of the Ninth Ring in the wood. He has set up camp in front of some large standing stones, and no one can recall seeing in the wood before. He seems quite distracted, and I don't have to tell you what that means. No, he certainly does not. The bent staff of Peli. You don't know its origin, but you do know it has a big honkin' blue gem. You also know that any nerd-ass wizard would pay good money for it, and barring that, the gem would fetch you enough coin to last you the rest of your days. And if Barter is distracted, maybe an enterprising rogue could slip in and make off with that fortune. Sigurd might be a pervy weirdo, but he's your pervy weirdo. His information is good more than half the time, and that's more than you can hope for. Time to gather your crew and set out in the woods. do any last minute shopping and go to the next passage. So it sounds like we're going through the woods.
All right.
That was great, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good.
I'm kind of excited about this edition too, because I feel like I've kind of hit my stride with the writing a little bit too since the first one, and like the flow is a little better. I'm excited to continue to I'm really glad the Kickstarter has launched, because now I can get back to working on the actual game, and that's exciting to me.
Oh wait, there's a Kickstarter. If you haven't gone back to Kickstarter yet, there's a link at the top of your chat. Go ahead and back that Kickstarter. I'm very excited. I mean, when we reviewed this the first time, the voice used in the game writing was one of the things I think we highlighted a bunch. The just kind of like snarky, shitty, funny. It's so great. It's so great. And if you've just hit your stride, I'm very excited, because it was great with the first one. So very excited to see that. So 50 coins left. We have 10 slots. I personally have 50 coins because Sellsword cost a hundo. What did you decide to go with a backpack?
Yeah, so I'm gonna snag a backpack, and 5 torches, and then I kind of thought leaning into the torchbearer, but also want to be able to help our group a little bit. I thought about picking up a couple of things of alchemist fire.
Always nice.
It's
Like
also
the-
flamey.
Like the torchbearer who thinks he's a wizard who casts fireball. Like I want to be that wizard someday.
I really
That's-
want to support this dream.
I definitely think alchemist fire for the torchbearer. Just like you live in flames. I imagine you like all scarred and burnt up from like just playing with
Yes.
too much.
I have no
You turn-
eyebrows. Like
Yeah.
everything is just burned off. Yeah.
You turn this arsenic compulsion into something like helpful, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I set stuff on fire, but it's for you, you know? That's great. Okay.
I love that this is the person that we're like, yeah, we want him to come along and hold our torches. This will be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, I'm looking at the big money items to see if so backpack costs the most. The healing potion is huge at 30.
Yeah, I'm grabbing one of those.
Okay, doctor with the healing potion makes
Thematic.
sense. Yeah, thematic. I'm trying to. What is the most thematic for a sellsword? I think caltrops would be good if we're going to be escaping people. I think caltrops would be good.
So
I'm
I
gonna take
did think maybe I'd take caltrops, but if I'm in front with a torch, I ain't dropping them behind me because I'm going to be hurting you guys.
Well, no, but here's the problem. If we turn to run, you're in the back.
This is true. I've got cash for 2 of them.
So the current escaping rules, which is one of the things I'm going to change with the new edition. There aren't too many rules from the first one that I'm like, wow, I fucked that up. But the escape rules I am. But anyway, the current escape rules, the person at the back of the marching order has to escape first, and then the person in front of them can run, et cetera, et cetera. So it takes a long time for the whole party to get away if that's what you want to do. So in the current mode of the game, if we have to escape, we can expect some people at the front to, at the very least, take some hits.
Okay,
I'll
so
just
that's
throw.
me.
I'll throw fire at them.
You throw fire. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think bandages heal half a roll. They're 15.
Yeah, I'm grabbing one thing of bandages.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna at least get
So-
some bandages. That's 15. My math is bad, but that's 1 bandage. So that leaves me at 35. I think is the rope and grapple something that you generally find useful?
That's what I took it.
Okay, well then you have that.
Oh,
Very
excellent.
good.
Yeah, like any of the things that say it might have use on a delve, it's kind of like a quest item, right? Like think the candle in the first Legend of Zelda type of thing.
Everybody needs rope.
Well, if Brad says antivenom, I'm taking antivenom.
Yeah,
If
I'm
it's
taking
so-
one too, but like having more than one is not a terrible idea for sure.
25.
And it's cool because Brad doesn't actually know what is needed for this delve, but he has played enough marching order that I was like, oh yeah, things be nasty.
Things be nasty.
Things
That
be
is the
nasty.
subtitle for marching order. Things be nasty.
Marching order, curse and coin edition. Things be nasty.
There we go. Okay, so I have bandages, I have antivenom, and I have 25 coin left. Gosh, okay, so this has become a shopping episode, everybody. I'm not gonna get a pickaxe. I'm not gonna get Tinker's tools. I mean, is it good for us to have a couple torches too, just in case?
I got one. Just, you know,
Yeah,
Casey
I'm gonna
falls
take one
behind.
torch.
It's not the worst, you know.
In case I die.
Yeah, like what if we have to run away and leave you to die, you know? Like if you die
we
and we kill
choose
what
to,
killed
you know?
you, we get to
I'll go down in a blaze of glory.
Literally.
Literally.
At least a blaze, you know.
Yeah. Hey, it's glorious to me.
I'm gonna take a holy water. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some caltrips just because I feel like it's thematic for my character. He's a sellsword. He ain't dying for you.
that's
So if he needs to escape, he will. And I think that's it. I got bandages, anti-venom, a torch, some holy water, and some caltrips.
great.
Does anyone need me to carry any of their stuff?
I ran out, and I have 10 slots, and I only spent 5, so I'm good.
All right.
So you're our rogue, but you're basically our hireling, right? You're our torchbearer and stuff bearer. You are God. I'm a bad nerd. What is the name of the guy from Monty Python at the beginning? The whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning, the whole time.
I can find it.
Starts with
Chat?
a P. Chat. What is the name of Patsy? My head I was like Pansy. No, that's not right. Patsy.
Patsy, yeah.
So
good
you
job, good job.
are Patsy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. If
Patsy
you
the
haven't-
Pyro.
Patsy the Pyro. That's so perfect. If you haven't joined the giveaway, make sure you do ! curse. There's going to be a bunch of those. When do you want to do the first one? Because you got a bunch of stuff to give away.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I was gonna say now's probably a great time for that. I have to
test
set up
it.
the
Let's test
characters here, so that would be great.
So for the first giveaway of a bunch, so if you don't get this one, there's still more options and you can join throughout. Hey Brad, if you could just occasionally, I know the chat does it automatically. I don't know how often, but just remind people to do ! curse. That would be dope because I'm gonna eventually zone in and forget. So we're gonna do our first giveaway here. And what is this one for?
So this is for our old school essentials adventure, Troll Hunter. I think we had a really good time when we play tested this one. It has there's a lot of random tables involved, so it really, I feel like it's the type of thing I could play multiple times, and depending on the group and what was rolled, it's going to turn out differently every single time. The time we played it, the character's perhaps main goal was to, yes, liberate the swamp, but also reconnect one of the trolls with their lost love interest, who was a halfling from town. They died before they could do that, but they had really good intentions. And I think one of my favorite parts of this adventure is that there is a troll generator. So I went through like a bunch of like, hey, what do the Norse myths say trolls can do? And tried to give them a little more flavor than just like they can only be killed by fire. So for each troll, you get to roll on a table to see like, oh, what's their special power? What do they want? And I think that's where a lot of the like adventure direction comes from. But anyway, it's Troll Hunter, our old school essentials pamphlet adventure.
I'm sure I have that.
If you don't, definitely let me know. I'll get it to you. Well,
Gosh,
actually, I'll ask Brad to get it to you. He ships now.
All of my stacked stuff here I have everything you guys have made. So I know I have it. It's just a matter of like being able to find it to show it off. But because you actually at one point sent me an extra box just so I could hold more marching order stuff. So I have 2 boxes full of marching order. But so the other thing to give away is do we want people to just like whisper Brad with details? So I think people should you need to be present. So say something in chat after the giveaway happens so I can see it pop up. It pops up over here, or I can see it, not you. Do we just want to have them whisper Brad, and Brad can keep track of the winners and get their addresses and everything?
Yeah, that would be absolutely perfect.
Okay, great, fantastic. So if it says that you won, make sure you say something and then whisper Brad. If you're not normally on Twitch, just click the Rad Brad Kish username. It'll say whisper, and then you can talk from there to make sure that they have all of your information. So I'm going to close the entries for right now. We're going to pick our first winner for the pamphlet. That is going to be the Ancient Albatross.
Woo!
Woo! Ancient Albatross. I saw they just posted an emote. Yeah. Woo! Just got here.
You had great
Boom,
timing.
perfect timing. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, literally right up there I can see the entry. So fantastic. So that is our first winner for tonight. That is for the pamphlet. I'm going to resume entries. That means people as we go can still continue to do exclamation point curse. If you already did exclamation point curse, you are already in here, but if you want to keep hitting it, I'm not going to stop you. So we will open this up for the next one.
Hey.
So just remind us at some point to keep doing those giveaways, and we'll just stop and do them. So boom, it works. Look at us.
I think we have a little catch up to do on them, so we'll probably do the first one or the next one rather sooner rather than later. So yeah, if you have an exclamation point curse to get involved in that, type that into the chat and you'll be registered for the next giveaway. I guess let's talk about what that's going to be real quick before we move on. Here's my list. Oh yeah, okay, so we're sticking with the old school essentials. We'll be going to Mercs and Masters. This is our hireling deck. For old school essentials, for the specialists and hirelings. Each one has like stats on one side, and also on the other side it has a little bit of like flavor, like who is this person, so that you can. It's also like pretty decent thing for solo players who just need a quick NPC as well. But it was a really fun project to work on. But anyway, back to the game. So the next thing we have to do. So the game is called Marching Order. The reason for that is because as rogues, we're going through the tight, small little corridors, and there's not enough room to spread out like you would on like a 3D grid. So we are all getting in a line to do this. So we have to decide what our marching order is. Who's first? Who's in the middle? Who's last? What do you all think?
Well, we know who's first.
Yeah, I feel like we know that, right?
Patsy the Pyro's got to be up top.
Okay, so I'm going to put the person who's first. Yeah, definitely. Put the torchbearer in front.
Yeah.
No. I feel like I should go third, probably.
Yeah. Nice middle, the dock in the middle.
Switching.
Yeah, away from the damage. What did you pick again, James?
I'm the archer, so I feel like I should bring up the rear.
Yeah, so I'll take second. So, because I'm the sellsword, so I'm kind of the tank, so I have a little bit better defense. I got a doctor right behind me to heal me. I think that sounds like a good fucking marching order to me.
Yeah, and you got a weapon that can go 2 spaces, you know?
Yeah. So, I just have to occasionally stab people as my flaw. The wrong and or right people, depending on how you look at it. I have to occasionally stab an ally. So be wary, I guess.
So before we're like on the precipice of actually diving into this, but I do want to say one last thing before we go, because I feel like this is the most overlooked rule of marching order and the thing that will like save your ass or one of your allies. Luck points. Every rogue has a luck score, and there's like the permanent score, and you also have that many points. You can spend one of those points at any time to have anybody, including yourself, reroll any dice. So if you don't like who gets targeted, or you don't like your attack roll, or a monster wallops you for way too much damage, those luck points can save your life. So when it gets to be our enemy's turns, if we get into combat, all of their actions are generated by the dice. So if we don't like what they're going to do, we can always change it until we run out of luck, of course. So it's your most important currency in this game right next to coins, because we're all here for the coins, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't sell this sword for nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm here for the curses. I mean the
Yeah.
coins. The coins.
Yeah, for the desire to fire. Brad asked in the chat, to be clear, if you have already done exclamation point curse, the giveaway itself will always be open. I just close it, pick one, and reopen it. So if you've already done exclamation point curse, you are already entered in the giveaway. But if you just want to triple check and make sure, doing it more times does not give you more, but it doesn't take you away. So if you're not sure if your entry is in there or not, just do it anyway. But you only have to do it once. You don't have to do it for every giveaway. If you've entered for all of them.
Ancient Albatross mentioned that they could not whisper due to settings. Is that something in here or settings that?
Oh,
or is
it's
that
probably
in
a
an
Brad
intro
setting. It might be he might have whispers turned off in Twitch.
Brad, do you want to try and fix that, or would you rather people just email us? Because that's pretty
That's an
straightforward.
option. Can't whisper strangers.
He is pretty
Yeah.
strange. Okay, we'll Brad's working on it.
Listen,
we'll figure out one way or
we
the
were
other.
told since we were little not to talk to strangers, and then we now live in a world where we call strangers to come pick us up and take us to places in vulnerable positions. So
Right?
it is.
Please let me get in the back of your car.
Hi, stranger. Take me to this dark alley, please.
Fine.
Also,
Please
bring me my food. Yeah.
Okay.
That sticker definitely stops you from opening it, you know. So we'll figure that out. Brad can shoot a message. We'll figure that out. But I have, regardless, at the end of the time, I do have the list of giveaways in here, so we'll at least be able to contact people afterwards. And worst case scenario, just message me, and I'll just copy that into a Discord or something.
Okay. So everyone feeling good about their life choices right now?
No.
Always.
Then you're perfect for Rock Bottom. We're doing great. So the core mechanic of the game, whenever you're called to do anything, you're going to roll a d6, you're going to add the relevant stat, and if it meets or beats the target number, you succeed. If you're attacking something and it meets it, or if it beats the target number, you subtract the target number from what you rolled, and that's how much damage you do. Everything else we can deal with when we get there. But yeah, in the interest of getting the game moving, I'm going to drag my first completely unfinished stand-in map piece to the screen. So the way the law of the game works is these map pieces will be labeled with directions, and going in those directions takes you to a different passage in the book. So we're going through the tight forest paths so far in this adventure. So to get back to that text, as we start on passage number 2, and also because it's not labeled, to be clear, north takes us back to Rock Bottom, so we just want to quit now, guys. We can just call it a night. South will take us farther into the woods, but moving on. Your feet sink into the rich dirt on this forest floor. Centuries of decayed pine needles, leaves, and probably a corpse or two have made it quite fertile. The trees loom on either side, giving you shade from an overbearing sun, which is actually quite nice. You had one too many drinks last night while you're discussing plans, and the hangover sweats have been near unbearable. Hey, it'll all be worth it when you find Bater and his expensive little staff. So it seems like the answer from here is pretty straightforward. We probably want to go south farther into the woods, huh?
Yeah. We know it's that way, so we should go that way.
That seems pretty reasonable. I mean, you're a doctor. You got that learning.
Do you think these trees are flammable?
I wish you wouldn't ask that about every individual tree.
I'm sorry. I'll do my job.
Yes, I think all trees are flammable. Yeah.
So heading south. I mean, sure, you heard the stories of his stealing men's souls and selling them to horrible demons to torture for all eternity, but you can't make an omelet without pissing off a few wizards or something. Besides, if it all goes well, you'll never even see the geezer. Just pop into his tent, grab the staff, and get off before he ever notices. Now, which way do we go from here? Dragging in the new map piece. Okay, so we came from the north. Do we want to continue south, or we want to head off to the east?
Oh, there it comes in. It takes just a minute to load.
Do-
So we
do I-
came.
Do I see anything that might give me a hint?
Nothing. Yeah, pretty much what's in the text is what you get to
Okay.
know.
East?
So you're saying we came from the north? So we're
Yeah.
up top? Okay. So we would continue south. So south, at least as far as this map goes, looks like a wider area. East is pretty narrow, but it all is relatively trees.
So I grew up with never eat soggy waffles, and eat sounds better than soggy for the compass rose. Yep. So let's not get soggy and let's eat. Let's go east.
So I grew up with never eat shredded wheat, which is terrible because I actually enjoy shredded wheat.
Yeah, shredded wheat's great, but soggy waffles suck.
Soggy waffles. All right. Quick in chat. Did you grow
Shredding
up with
sounds
never
horrible.
eat shredded wheat, or did you grow up with never eat soggy waffles? Drop it in chat.
I've literally never heard either of these before.
Never
This
eat
is
shredded
great.
wheat.
Wow.
Never eat shredded
yeah.
wheat. That's how
Soggy waffles.
Yeah.
I just know that it's
All
we.
Am I the only one who was soggy? Okay, no, there's someone else. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got soggy waffles in the chat. I definitely had the shredded wheat. All the little things you have to remember, like the less than and greater sign. The less than is an L. You just turn it a little bit, so it's always less than. Like,
No, it's an
all those kind of
alligator
things.
mouth. It's an alligator mouth eating M&Ms.
The little fish eating the big fish, yeah. But I the one that helped me more was that it kind of, if you just turn it up a little bit, it looks like an L, so it's less than. So yeah,
That makes
but
a lot
little
of
fish
sense.
eat the big fish is what I learned, and then I got old enough to be like, how does the little fish eat the big fish? That makes no fucking sense. But yeah,
I
alligator
bet you
makes
all
more
didn't
sense.
realize we'd have like an educational section. for
Yeah,
this
this
stream, huh?
is good. This is good.
Yeah.
So we're going towards eat, not the shredded wheat. Thank you,
Okay.
Roma Feather, for the shredded wheat affirmation. All right, east.
East it is. Okay, so that is bring a new map section here.
Frosty wheats are delicious.
True.
Man, I could go for some frosted wheats right now. Let me tell you.
Raisin Bran, though.
I had a salad before stream started.
Ooh.
It's officially soup season in Vermont.
Oh
It was
god.
soup night.
It was still where I'm at, which I'm not gonna tell all of you strangers, you strange weirdos. It was a high of like 95 today, so it's not quite soup season.
That is wild.
Supposed to be about that tomorrow.
So,
Here.
moving to the east, you can hear a trickling of water to the east, much like a babbling brook. The sound of croaking frogs accompanies it. To the to the south, you hear someone shout in a squeaky voice, followed by an immediate whack. It's probably nothing to worry about.
Yeah, probably.
And that's what we got to go off on. And so we came from the west also. So we got the trickling water and frogs to the east and squeaky voices and thwack to the south.
It does
I like
take
frog legs.
yeah, it does take a minute for the map to upload. Did you drop another one?
Maybe I gotta unselect it before it'll upload.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a thing. Anything?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure I unselect it and see if that fixes the situation in the future.
I'm pretty sure that wizards like frog legs, so he's definitely looking for frogs. Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen a wizard eat frog legs?
All the time.
Well, I'm
You
not
ever
one to
seen
argue
a
with that.
wizard?
All the time.
I once saw a frog with wizard legs.
I believe that.
Were you sober?
Don't ask.
So it sounds like we want to move toward the toward the east there, where the frogs
Yeah.
are chirping.
We're still on that shredded wheat, you know?
I mean, I didn't, but I do now for sure.
Can't believe you guys. Listen, I will never not tie my shoes with bunny ears. Don't care, it's easier.
I mean, that's legitimate.
Around the
How
tree
else-
and in the hole and all that.
How else do you
No,
tie shoes?
you make a loop,
It's
you make a loop,
impossible.
you're tied together. I don't understand.
A stream cuts through the wood, ending in a small lake. The chorus of frog sounds is louder now. You're not sure what they have to be so happy about, but they're croaking their lives away. Do you want to explore the lake? So we can either explore the lake or turn back around and go the way we came.
We're looking for his tent, right?
That's what Sigurd said.
I think I'd put my tent next to water. Usually.
He did mention standing stones. I don't see them, but I mean,
Oh,
who knows? Wizard shit, you know?
that's true. Maybe he hid the stones.
How's everyone doing on drinking water?
I'm supposed to be drinking water?
Sometimes.
Ah, I don't see standing stones either.
No. All right, back we go.
Okay. So we're ignoring the lake and going back to the east.
We're just not doing nothing with the fucking lake. That's it. That's all we're doing.
I mean, you want to go back to the lake? We can go back to the lake.
I took a bath a week ago. I'm good.
Good,
We
good's a
can
strong
tell.
word.
All right. All right.
All right. So do we want to go back west or do we want to go south from here?
South.
South.
So
South.
let's do it.
We're gonna get
Let's-
soggy now.
I was gonna say let's get shredded, but yeah, soggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shredded.
We just walked away from the lake.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we're coming from the north on this map, and what's the text have to say? The squeaky voice rings out again, seemingly from the southeast. Was that a battle cry? Wherever it was, you hear the same thwacking sound again right afterwards. We got the southeast and the southwest. With
You guys
noise
know
coming
if
from the
wizards
southeast.
whack.
I mean,
I mean, we all thwack, don't we?
I think we all thwacked every now and then. You know what I also just forgot real quick before we make our decision? Our names are still
Oh,
we
yeah,
never
we
pick
never
rogue
named
names.
That's- yeah.
We never picked
Well, you
rogue
never
names.
asked.
Hey, listen, you were creating the characters. All right. So,
Hoot.
if you want your name to be Hoot, just message me in our secret messaging system on Discord, and we will okay, and I will update this.
Thank you for doing that. Well, while that's updating,
Oh, that's right, Patsy.
do you folks have thoughts on if you want to go to the southwest or the southeast?
Do you
What
have
does
thoughts
the squeaky
on?
voice sound like?
Do you have
know,
thoughts
like a
on if you want to do
squeak
another giveaway before we do that, or are we good on?
You know what? You're right. We should do that.
All right. Let me do that real quick. I gotta pick a rogue name. God, I don't even know. First thing, picking names usually takes me an hour, so we're just gonna go with what pops into my head.
I mean, they may not live long enough to make the name worthwhile, so.
Yeah. Okay. So while I'm doing this, let's do another giveaway. So just in case you haven't done it, in the next 3 seconds, type !curse, and you will be entered into a giveaway. And we are giving away. What are we giving away again while I do this?
We are giving away our OSE deck. I mean, good for any like old schoolish D&D thing, or anyone that just needs that like random NPCs. But our OSE deck of Mercs and Masters, our hireling deck, full of specialists and well, hirelings.
So that's going to go to Osric.
I mean, they got the OSR right in the name. I have a feeling they'll put that to good use.
I believe so.
Excellent. Brad, did we figure out the how to tell people or how people get information to you thing yet? Excellent. So yeah, just whisper to Brad your address information and we'll get that out to you. Yeah. All right. So our next giveaway is going to be the last of our old school essential giveaways, Strange House, a whimsical adventure for old school essentials. which happened because I am part of Evelyn Moreau's Patreon. And it's all just an adventure, and it's a cottage crawl inspired by her art, which is fantastic. And her Patreon is like the world's best deal ever. So any creators out there, like I don't want to say this and be wrong, but if I remember, I'm like it's insanely cheap for what you get out of it, and her art is amazing. So go support that. It's so good, and her art is so good. But anyway, it was also our first hardcover book,
And
which
it's beautiful.
Brad actually just said too. Like we both have that kind of like benchmark for it.
Fantastic.
pretty.
Love the foiling on the red is the shines, and it's
Yeah, it's
debossed.
gorgeous.
It's a beautiful book.
Yeah, it feels that cover like it's a touchy cover. You know, you want to touch that cover,
It's touchy.
as the kids say, or something.
They do now.
All right, folks. So the southeast is thwack noises, and the southwest is the unknown. How we feeling?
I think wizards thwack, apparently.
Okay.
What if we wheel around the southwest to get a line of sight in? Maybe, who knows? I've heard of this thing called flanking before.
Ain't that a cut of meat?
It is. Tastes really good when flame grilled.
You think you can do it with a rat?
Never tried.
We should find out.
I don't know. Do we want to go the direct route toward the thwacking, or do we want to try and circle around?
Let's just get direct to thwacking, because I mean,
That's really hard to argue with right there.
yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Whack,
the
yeah.
southeast we go to thwack it, as the kids say. For our next stand-in map. Four goblins huddle around the dead body of a giant rat, eyeing it hungrily. It looks pretty fresh, but you don't find it nearly as appetizing as they do. It's unfortunate that they don't realize that. Big folks want our lunch. We grabs them and we stabs them. Then we feast, giant rats and peoples. And we are going into our first combat.
Woo woo!
Okay, so when you go into a combat in marching order, I'm going to move the map aside for that. Again, everything is in a line. So because of the nature of our screens here, your line faces the enemy's line, right? So normally you have it all laid out in a straight line. You got 4 of your people and 4 of their people. The way our line is going to work is our torchbearer is in the front, and the way their line is going to work is this goblin with the shield, known as a goblin wall boy, is going to be in front. So this goblin wall boy is right next to the torchbearer. And there are some more too. I just wanted to explain that before I finish setting up. So we got a smasher, a slinger, and a sneak thief. Okay. So yeah, I figure since I know the run of the game, I'm going to take care of rolling and dealing with the monsters and whatnot, just to kind of expedite that process. So initiative is a really simple ordeal with this game. One of us will have to roll a dice for our side. Just in anytime it's a dice, it's a 6-sided dice. It's all 6-sided as far as the eye can see. So one of us will roll 6-sided dice for our side, and I will roll a 6-sided dice for the monsters, and whoever gets the highest is the side that goes first. So any volunteers to do the roll for our rogues?
Someone else do it, because I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stream stuff.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I believe the torchbearer's in front, so he should do it this time.
Okay, the
Here
number
we-
is a 2.
I rolled a 3.
And a 3 is going to beat
Yeah.
a 2. You may have just saved our lives with that. We will see.
Science.
Okay, so now we know our side is first, right? How do you figure out who goes when? Simple. You start at the front of the line, you work your way back. So our torchbearer is going to be first. So let's talk about what happens on your turn. This is not that copy. Doesn't need to be. Anyway, so first thing that you would normally do is if you had any conditions or cooldown dice that would be on you right now, the conditions would take effect and you would count down all your dice. You don't have any of those. We're at a nice fresh start. We're good to go. After that, you get to choose one of your actions to do. So your basic action, you can do every single turn. You don't need to worry about cooldown dice or anything. But if you use your special action, well, I think for you this is not the case, but for most of us there's cooldowns and it will take time to be able to use it again. So also for an action, other than the things listed there, it's also worth mentioning that you can change spaces with someone next to you in a marching order. And when it's your turn, you get to make that call. Like they can't stop you from moving and putting them in front or anything like that. Or you can choose to do nothing and just take all your cooldown dice down by an extra number.
Oh, very cool.
So, what does our intrepid torchbearer want to start us off with?
Is the rat that is large and dead in range of me throwing an alchemist fire at it and starting the barbecue and inviting them to eat with us?
So marching order is game bookish in nature, meaning like you don't get as much flexibility as you do
Fair
in
enough.
a standard RPG, which like honestly for myself was partially by design. Like I enjoy that in a group game, but when I'm playing solo, like I
Yep.
don't like having to feel like I'm DMing myself. You know what I mean? I know that's like some people love that, but yeah, so pretty much you got your actions on your sheet and that's it when it breaks down into combat like this.
Perfect. I am going to throw a stone at this gob. You said it was called a wall boy?
Yeah, the guy up front with the shield.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
going to throw a stone at him.
Okay. So I'm guessing it probably says to like roll your physical or something along those lines.
And I rolled target a creature 3 spaces away, make a physical roll versus their defense. So I rolled a 5 minus 2 is 3.
Okay, and you're targeting. So it says 3. Oh, it's also my apologies. It's been actually a hot sec since I've done this. It is worth mentioning that the wall boy has a special power that will affect how this battle goes a lot. And this is another reason why I'm really stoked about the new edition having all of this right on the cards, is I don't have to find it in the book. So there's their special ability. If an enemy behind a wall boy is targeted by attack, the target hits the wall boy instead, i.e. it just redirects toward them. So you got a 3 after all that was said and done?
Correct.
Is that true?
Correct.
So the wall boy's defense is a 4. He's a little bit
Ooh.
of a tough one to tag. So you can either spend luck, which is finite, or roll your bullshit for the end of your turn.
I think I'm gonna move to that roll. So let me just see here. I rolled a 6. How wonderful is that?
Excellent. So your positive quality takes effect. Remind us what that was again?
Oh, my positive quality. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes. My positive quality is, oh, look, another torch.
Great. So you could have been attacking him, but you're finding torches. This is this is good. This is good.
Go Patsy, finding torches all over. You know?
That's me.
I mean, you're following your passion, and I respect that, you know?
Yeah, fire.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn. It moves us on to the sellsword, who is next in line. So
Barnes.
yeah, what's Barnes gonna do for us here?
Barnes is going to. So I was playing myself. So we're how many spaces are we away from these guys?
So you personally are 2 away from the wall boy, because the torchbearer would be 1 spot away because he's right in front of you. And then in front of him would be the wall boy. So that would be 2 spots. And then the guy behind him is 3, the smasher, and the guy behind him is 4, etc., etc., if that makes sense.
Got to turn on that combat music. Chat volume okay for chat? So I'm going to not adjacent. So I'm just going to do my hack and slash basic attack. I target a creature up to 2 spaces away, make a physical attack roll versus their defense. So you say D6 is our basic for everything, and then I get to add my physical to my attack, right?
Correct.
So I get to roll a D6 +1. Dope. So I got a total of 2.
Okay, so his defense is a 4. Unfortunately, we're all just hitting this guy's huge shield and not doing much. You can change luck to try, or spend luck to try that again, or move on to your bullshit roll.
I'm gonna do my bullshit roll, and that's just another D6, right?
Mm-hmm. D6 is as far as the eye can see.
These, the best dice. Not even gonna lie, my favorite. I know I sound like I'm being
solid.
sarcastic now. That's just my normal voice. It is my favorite TTRPG dice. There's no such thing better than a D6. So I get to roll that, and I rolled a 2.
All right, so that's no bullshit since it's not a 1 or 6, and
Okay.
that's so. Then we will move on to Hoot.
Okay. Hoot is gonna realize she's a little bit further back, and she's gonna swap spaces with Barnes.
Okay, so Hoot
Excuse me,
is
pardon me, coming through.
coming up, swapping spaces with Barnes.
She's gonna attempt to bonk this dude on, hopefully his head, not on the shield. I can target a creature 1 to 2 spaces away, so I can just now make it. I have to take a physical attack roll, which is a D6, a -1, because I ain't strong. I use
You
my
have other
brains.
fine qualities, you know?
Yes, it's true. However, I did roll a 4.
Okay, a
I bonked him,
4.
but not very
So
well.
you did bonk him. Not hard enough to do damage,
No.
unfortunately.
But a gentle caress
A gentle caress upon the goblin wall boy.
with my staff.
So some attacks do apply conditions as well. Unfortunately, this isn't one of them, but just for the audience at home, sometimes if you tie, you may not do damage, but you might apply a condition or get a condition applied to you if it is the enemy. All right, so you're on your bullshit.
Yeah, I'm on my bullshit now. I'm gonna roll my bullshit. 4, nothing.
Oh, shit.
All right, which is better than a 1.
Fine.
So
It's
not doing too bad.
okay. I'll take it.
Okay, so the archer is going to take a shot at this wall boy and hope we can do any amount of damage to it. And I'm going to roll a 3. What is my plus? Well, that's a great question, everybody. +1. So after you gently caress it with the staff, I'm going to gently caress him with an arrow. Just the slightest whisper. And unfortunately not do any damage. This was not a great first round for our rogues. And rolling my bullshit, rolling a 2. So at least there's no bullshit. Okay, so now that we have all gone in the first round of initiative, well, why don't we pause for just a sec to do another giveaway? Since we got a good few of those to do. Just a reminder to everyone, we are giving away A Strange House, a hardcover cottage crawl art by Evelyn Moreau for old school essentials. So if you haven't done it yet, type !curse in the chat and that will enter you into the giveaway. If you do it once, you're in the giveaway forever.
You are. So let me drag that over here. Ooh. Someone. We got late entries. Let's see what happens.
We got a new contender.
We're close. Last time someone did that, they won. So let's pick a winner here. Boom. We got Hail the Horror. Woo! I know they're
here. Hail the Horror. Give a whisper to Brad. Give him your info as to where to ship it, and we will get that book out to you. Thanks so much for being here and doing the thing. All right, so before we get to the monster's turn, the next giveaway is going to be, we are moving on from Old School Essentials, and we are going into our System Agnostic collection, a Deep Dark bundle. This is a collection of 3 System Agnostic zines full of dungeons, encounters, and hexes. It's going to be Deep Dark Wood, which was the original, Deep Dark Encounters, and Deep Dark Dungeons. These were little pet projects of mine that I laid out and really enjoyed and everything. So those will be the next giveaways. So moving on to the monster's turn. So once you get to the monster's turn, you start with the one that is up front and work your way back, just like we did for the rogues, except their actions are all done by random dice rolls. So the first thing you do is you roll to see what action they're going to take. And again, D6s. It's all D6s. So the Goblin Wall Boy is going to toss a rock. It's going to target a random rogue. And it is going to target, if I roll a 5 or 6, I'll re-roll. Of course I did. We got a 3. And third in the marching order is...
Oh, no, it's our doctor.
Thankfully, it's our sellsword right now because the doctor moved up.
Oh, that's right.
And you got a little more beef to you, so this isn't the worst thing.
Calculated.
I've been told that before. Yeah.
No, not that. So it's a physical attack roll versus your defense.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, and he rolls a 5 plus 1 is 6.
Yeah.
What's your
It
defense?
gets me. My defense is 4.
So that would be 2 damage, which isn't the worst, or we can luck point that.
Sorry, I needed to close that real quick. So, what's my total health is 10, and I only get 1 luck point. I'm not.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what you have health for, right?
That's what I got. that's why I got health. That's why I got more beef. You know.
Yeah, you specifically.
Where's
right.
the beef? You know. Where is it? So my HP is 10. So I take 2. So I'm down to 8. That's how math works. I'll take it. I'll take the hit.
Okay, so then we're gonna roll the bullshit for the smasher and not roll anything. And so then we'll go, or not the smasher, the wall boy. But the smasher is up next. So we'll go to the smasher next and we'll roll dice to see what the smasher does. And we are going to roll a 2. Hexes and slashes target an adjacent rogue. There is none. So I'm going to skip the rest of that explanation. If no rogues are adjacent, the goblin smasher switches places with the ally in front of it. So it's so excited to get up next to you that it's going to spend its entire turn switching places with the wall boy and is no longer protected by the wall boy, which is kind of good for us because now we can get at something that maybe isn't behind a shield, right?
Can fuck up a gobbo.
I'm saying. So rolling the bullshit for that goblin. We are going to roll a 2. No bullshit for that goblin. And we will move on to the goblin slinger with that sling. So we're going to roll to see what action he takes. It's going to be a 3. Stone the giants. The goblin targets a random rogue in the middle of the marching order. So that is going to be... All right, we got our doctor and sellsword, Hoot and Barnes. So 1 to 3 is going to be Hoot. 4 to 6 is going to be Barnes. And we rolled a 6, so it is going after Barnes. They like you, man. I'm not complaining.
Bro.
We
could not
physical
do
attack
that.
roll versus your defense.
Your USDA choice or prime
Super
beef. Prime beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that Wagyu in the britches.
So a 4 plus 0. Your defense is 4, right?
My defense is 4, so we're at like we're like not a meter beat, right? Tie goes to the rogue.
Well, it's basically it means they hit you, but they subtract your defense to see how much damage they did, and that's 0. So
yeah.
Again, might matter if there's a condition attached to attack, but for our purposes now, yet another gentle caress and a long line of gentle caresses.
Who doesn't like a long line of gentle caresses? You know what I mean?
I'm saying.
Like,
I mean, marching order, a long line of gentle caresses. If you haven't
how
backed
we
it
do
now,
it.
links pinned to the top
Marching
of the chat.
order, curse and coin edition. What was the previous subtitle?
Oh.
Back on our bullshit, something, colon, a long line of gentle caresses, colon, yeah. Colon, soggy wheat, apparently, colon, yeah.
Gonna have to add some more space to the box on the outside now, just to.
Oh man.
It'll just have like a fold out.
Yeah. You open it up and go.
It's just like when someone has like 20 titles, Breaker of Change, Reaver of
Oh, yeah.
Souls,
Love it.
Long
Love
Line
it.
of Gentle Caresses.
Yes. Back on our bullshit.
So finally on the Goblin's turn,
Wizards
it's
thwacking,
the Wizards be thwacking, yo.
Wizards be thwacking, yo.
The Goblin
Look at
Sneak
you.
Thief is gonna go and roll a 6 for their action, which is I stabs. Target the enemy farthest back in the marching order, which is unfortunately me. Make a physical attack roll versus their defense, which is that's not gonna be the greatest. 5 + 1, and my defense is 3. So that is 6. I'm gonna take 3 damage. How much am I starting with there? I'm starting with 10. So I am down to 7. Okay, this isn't the worst. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So that's our first round. We have made it this far. And so now we go back to our intrepid rogues. So let's see here.
So may I use one of my alchemist fires as my throwing the stone? Can I throw that and do the +2 to the attack roll?
So the alchemist fire works like it pretty much takes your action, and so yeah, you would just make a +2. You would use that and spend or make a +2 attack against each enemy.
Okay.
Which you can just roll once for. Well, I don't actually, honestly, I think in the first edition it wasn't clear. Do you roll once for each enemy, or do you roll once, period? So I'll let you make that call, and that's something we'll clean up when Curse and Coin comes out.
Okay, so if I'm throwing it at the wall boy who's 2 spaces away from me, will it also hit the smasher?
Oh, okay. So the alchemist fire will just it'll just target everyone.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
We got some special rules with the wall boy here, right? Because everyone behind him is protected.
Yep.
So every attack that goes behind the wall boy redirects toward him. So that means you're going to make 1 attack on the smasher in the front.
Yep.
And 3 on the wall boy.
Cool.
Or at least 1 at a time to see if it kills him and moves back. But
yeah,
I think this is going to be good to get rid of that stumbling block there.
So first roll coming in for the smasher, and that is going to be a 5 minus my 2, so 3. It neutralized at a 3.
You rolled a 5?
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay. You rolled a 3. So you don't have to figure your physical skill into the alchemist fire because it's not as like a precise thing. So you just get
gotcha.
to
Okay.
roll that 5.
Cool. 5.
And his defense is a 2, so that is 3 damage, and that leaves him with 2 hit points left.
Sweet.
Which is not nothing by any means.
So here comes the fire at wall boy number 1, which is also a 5.
Okay, so that's going to be 1 point of damage to that wall boy because they have a defense of 4 and a health of 5. So that's going to bring them down to 4 health. So that next attack will go at him as well.
So that's going to go for 1 as I rolled another 3 plus 2, so
okay.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. It's going to do 1. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we got him down to 3. We're getting there.
And then the last is a 4, so it just ties him up.
Okay. I mean, not bad.
Hey, that works.
Good job, Torchbearer. You definitely did some damage there. I think we can maybe finish some of these folks off this round. Okay, and now you're ready for your bullshit.
Oh, yes. This is the exciting part.
I love how much people love the bullshit when it's
I did it again. I got another torch.
Back on your bullshit.
I'd like to think that's just like a flaming piece of goblin that you pick up and you're like, hey, new torch.
Yeah, it's a femur. I got it.
All right. So then we're moving back in the marching order, going to our doctor. So it is up to Hoot.
I'm gonna bonk him real good. No more caressing. I figured out how to hold the staff correctly, and theoretically, I'm gonna get this right. It is a 1d6 minus 1 for a 2. His defense is 1, right?
The Smasher's defense is a 2.
Gosh darn it.
You said no more gentle caresses, but
Caressing continues.
The other side of the face.
I think we need to talk about your propensity for goblins here. And then you got your bullshit.
A bullshit. 3. Nada.
All right. And so we are going back to Barnes. Everything is a torture we try already. LOL.
All right, so I'm still gonna just be hacking and slashing. So let's do that. +1 modifier. Roll the beautiful beam footage. Ooh, so I got a total of 3.
Okay, and the guy up front is the Smasher. Defense of 2. That's going to do 1. Got him down to 1 hit point.
That's right. Yeah.
We are getting somewhere. And
Take that beef.
It is your bullshit time.
It is my bullshit. God damn it.
Uh-oh. This is the first flaw that's activating.
I'm in danger.
The person who stabs us, aren't you?
I do. Listen, I got so excited I hit somebody that I just keep swinging, apparently. Real quick in chat, Ancient Albatross, Whisper, Brad again. I think you originally tried to and were unable to. We should be able to now, so do that. And then I thought you were the enemy. I target a random ally. So how do I pick? Like evens, odds, plus, minus?
So we got 3 random allies. So we'll say Torchbearer is 1, 2. Yeah, let's go with Patsy's 1, 2, Hoots 3, 4, and I'm 5, 6.
Right. Patsy, my boy. Sorry, I give you a little poke. A little pokey poke.
He's bending over to pick his torch up.
It had to be the Torchbearer, you know?
So I got to do a full attack. So that's another D6 plus 1. Come on, roll low. Yes.
Oh, good.
My
That's
defense
2.
is 1. My defense is 1.
Fuck.
So, yep.
Yeah.
This isn't the worst. It's a little prick.
You're stoking the fire.
Prick.
Yeah, stoking the fire.
I'm stroking the fire here. So 1 for you, 1 for you is kind of how it worked out. Like
marching orders.
Maybe I just do like a wide swing and it kind of clips both of them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just kind of I was gonna say I'm glad I'm not standing too close to you, but that doesn't seem to matter with you. So
yeah, it's not adjacent.
Yeah,
it's just any ally, which is cool, I guess.
super cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that leaves it on me. I am gonna target the Smasher with an arrow and see. You know what? No, at this point, I am going to do the rain of arrows and target all of them, and see if I can't pull out some damage. It has a cooldown of 5. It's not going to happen again for a while, but man. Okay, so I'm making an attack roll against every single one of them. My physical score is +1. So first we'll start with my attack against the Smasher, which is going to be a 4. Defense of 2, that is going to kill the Smasher.
Nice.
So we got that going for us at least. And then there's never any empty spaces in the marching order. They just all move up. And then my second attack is going to go against the wall boy. That's another D6 plus 1. And that's a 2, not going to do anything. But that means my next attack is also going to go against the wall boy. And that's going to be a 7. A 6 plus 1 is a 7. So that is 3 points of damage, which is exactly what he's got left. So that's going to do in the wall boy.
Die, wall boy.
And I had one attack left from that because 2 of them redirected to there. So we will do 1 at the slinger. And that's only going to be 2. And I think the slinger's got a defense of 2, but let me check that out. Yep. All right. So gentle caress of the slinger, but that was something at least. And then I will roll my bullshit, and I'm going to roll my flaw. So, big turn for me there, I guess. I am out of arrows, so I am stunned for 1 round. Okay, so I need to make some notes here for my archer to keep track of some of those conditions. And then we will get into the enemy's turn.
Boom, boom.
So, yeah, if you have not yet backed a Kickstarter or even checked it out, the link for that is pinned at the top of the chat. We are, I've been like hitting the refresh button every.
Oh no, I think that's my bad.
It is not pinned at the top of the chat. I lied to you, and I will do it again.
I think I accidentally left the 20-minute timer instead of the full-time timer. So let me go to the Kickstarter page again, and I'll put that back up there.
But yeah, we are. Honestly, I did not really expect it to fund today. I expected it to fund. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, oh, it'll take a little bit at least. It funded relatively quickly, and we have gone through a few stretch goals already.
I mean, you're only at 182% funded and close to $28,000. So I think you're doing okay for day one.
Truth. And thank you. If that was someone who's watching this that just backed as I watched the number roll, thank you. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's going to be a good time. Anyway, thank you for waiting while I did that shameless self-plug here.
Well, the whole, listen, today is a shameless self-plug day, so.
Oh yeah, I don't have shame about being shameless.
Yeah. I waited for the shameless self-plug to press confirm, and so the number you saw, that was me.
Because Kickstarter was being slow this morning. I think it was backer 4, and that made me very upset. But yeah, it's there.
Kickstarter was being really really janky this morning.
Everyone and their goddamn mom in the THRPG space dropped a project today, so
Yeah, I didn't realize I'd be in such good company.
Yeah.
All right, so we are moving on to our enemies, and so we are going to the Goblin Slinger, who is going to, I don't know, let's find out what they're going to do. They're going to roll a 6. Retreat. The Goblin Slinger changes position with the creature behind them. If there is no creature behind them, they leave the marching order. Well, unfortunately, they're not all the way in the back, because otherwise they'd be gone. But that does mean they're not trying to hurt us this turn, so that is something. And then rolling for their bullshit, rolling a 6. Protect me. The ally in front of the Goblin Slinger immediately takes an action.
Oh.
So that isn't the greatest. So that is our Sneak Thief. So now we roll for the Sneak Thief's action. And that is going to be a 6. I stabs. Trying to stab me again. This is great for me. And roll the 4 plus 1 is 5 minus my defense of, 3, right? All right, so I am taking an extra 2. So that has me down to 5, and my beef is quickly dissipating. So now we move on to the Sneak Thief's turn, because we haven't had that yet. We've only had that extra action due to the bullshit. And again, the Sneak Thief is rolling nothing but 5s and 6s when it chooses its actions, and those are all stabs toward me. I don't know, I don't remember shitting in his Cheerios, but apparently I did.
Couldn't happen to a better rogue. As long as it's not me, I'm good.
You say as I'm bleeding
All
out
I'm
of
saying
every
is
office.
You just murked half their crew and are upset that they're hitting you back.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't. If there's beef on the field, it's definitely with them. Exactly.
I mean, yes, I'm upset, but maybe unreasonably so. So thankfully, he didn't roll high enough to hit me and didn't roll any bullshit. So we are safe for now, and let's take it back to Patsy.
I am going to throw a stone. And my physical roll is I rolled a 0 thanks to my -2 physical.
It's okay. Maybe you'll find another torch.
I'm trying to skip that stone at the lake we just left. It's the opposite direction.
All right, roll some bullshit.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh, nothing. Nothing this time.
No
He
bullshit.
thought he saw one, but it was not a torch.
All right, going on to
So
Hoot.
close. All right. Hoot is doesn't have any adjacent people with conditions. So Hoot's just gonna
Yeah, it's a
target
shame. I have the condition. I'm too far away. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Wait, you have a condition?
I'm stunned right now because I ran out of. I rolled my bullshit last turn.
I'm gonna swap spots with our spell sword again, and make you take your damn medicine.
Oh, this is great. I get to make an attack this round. I'm so excited.
I have removed your stunned condition, and now I have a cooldown of 3 on that. I'm gonna use
I
one
have
of my
items.
d6s. 3. Done.
Thank you, Hoot.
And now I'm gonna roll a d6 for my bullshit. 4. Nada.
Okay, and then that is going to take us to. Sorry, typing and talking at the same time. That is going to take us to Barnes.
I'm just gonna keep hacking and slashing. I'm just gonna apparently close my eyes and swing away as one does, just in case I hit people.
I mean, it's worked this far.
Hey, listen, I've done 2 damage. All right. Just
One
not
and
all of the
one.
goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, roll d6 plus 1. Fuck off. I think I've rolled 3 ones in my last, like,
You know
I don't know
what?
how many dice.
I'm going to spend a luck on that.
No. What's his defense?
You're going for the slinger, or no, you're going for the sneak thief. Defense 2.
God damn it.
Do it.
No, it's fine.
Math.
I told you my eyes were closed, you know?
Okay. I'm saving
Yeah.
my luck.
Yeah. How many luck
I'll
do you
spend
have?
my luck on you.
80.
How often do we get luck back again?
Between delves.
Oh, so no,
Oh,
don't waste your
9
luck on my
times.
bad roll. No, I refuse your luck, good sir. Again, I'm just like,
You know what?
you know,
He gets queasy when he sees blood. It's fine.
Yeah, and as much
Yeah.
blood is coming out of me right now, maybe I don't need to be spending my luck on second thought.
there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
We got arterial spurt over here, and he's like, no, swing again.
Well, roll your
Yeah,
bullshit.
no.
Maybe it'll help.
Oh yeah, hey, listen, my good quality. If I roll a 6, I get to hit again. So
You
let's.
gotta be due for one soon, right?
I literally rolled the middlest number you could roll. The farthest.
Both.
No, from as close as I could get to neither. So great. Cool. That's it. That's me.
Okay.
I don't even get bullshit. Yeah.
So going to me, first thing that's going to happen is my countdown goes down on my rain of arrows. Thanks to Hoot, I actually do get to shoot because I am not stunned. So yeah, I'll go for the sneak thief. Sure, let's shoot there. So we're gonna roll a d6 plus my. Oh, that's. I swear, I know, like I'm kind of running this here, but I swear I have no control over the dice. So physical +1 is a 6 versus the sneak thief's defense of 2. That is 4 damage, and the sneak thief has 5 health.
Nice.
At least one
so
of us is hitting.
Right? Math has to
Got-
math eventually.
1 left there. And then I cannot move that number for the life of me. That's fine. Rolling for my bullshit. That is a 2, so no bullshit, and we will move on to the sneak thief. But maybe before we do, this seems like a good time to maybe do another giveaway.
It sounds like a great time to do a
Sounds like a great time
giveaway.
to do a
The
giveaway.
best.
So I'm
Yes.
thinking, we'll move on to one of the big ends here. And this can be our core set of Marching Order Mud and Blood Edition. And not only is it going to be the Mud and Blood Edition, it's going to come with one of every quick and dirty adventure that we have published it so
Ooh,
far.
Yeah, that is a big one.
So yeah, this is, I mean, it's not the current Kickstarter one, but it is the older edition that is out of print and hard to find.
Oh, is it hard to find?
It is hard to find.
Is it hard to find?
find.
Is it hard to find?
So if you haven't entered into the giveaway yet, type !curse and it'll enter you in. If you've done that already, you are already added. You're good to go.
Yes.
And let's see who's getting the goods.
Subs do nothing bonus for you. Actually, please don't sub. If you use your Prime, you're spending Bezos money, so that's fine. We try not to monetize the channel. We donate all ad revenue. I have the ads turned down as far as possible. I just like the affiliate stuff because I get bonus shit to do for the stream. So please don't sub to us. In fact, if you have to, use your Prime, but feel free to follow. I think someone subbed without, so I'm gonna give a sub to somebody at some point too, so that we make no money off of you. Let me do the giveaway. The big boy here. We're closing entries, and we're gonna pick a winner. It is 8x10 RPG.
10.
Woo-woo! I know they're here. They have been very active.
Yeah, 8x10, you're going to have a Mud and Blood and a bunch of quick and dirties coming to you. So whisper to Brad and we will get that figured out. Yeah, whisper Brad your address and everything and we'll get that out to you. Congratulations. For those of you that's hoping to get some cool Marching Order swag, the big one is still here, and that is a copy of the Curse and Coin edition, when it prints, of course, which is not going to be for a hot sec, but you could win one of those yet.
You will get it.
All right.
Great. And again, if you are already entered, you are still entered. I know it says to hit curse again. Hit !curse all you want, but you're already in, and you're still available. How many more giveaways do we have going tonight?
Let's see. We have the potential to do. Did we do the Deep Dark? We did not do the Deep Dark bundle. I said I was
I think
going
that's
to,
the one you
then
said was gonna be next,
yeah.
and then we jumped ahead.
I got excited. So that's still on
Listen,
the table.
we're at the peak of combat, so it's a good time to do it.
We have 1, 2, 3, 6. We have more giveaways left than we have done so far. So why don't we give away that Deep Dark bundle right now too?
Let's do a double. We're doubling it up. All right.
We'd have to be crazy to be giving this much stuff away.
Let's pick another winner. That is gonna be Rhino 1981.
You are getting the Deep Dark Zine bundle, system agnostic, good for any dragon game you might want to slap it onto. And yeah, message Brad with your address, radbradkish, and we'll get that to you.
You just need to be here. So say something in chat, Rhino, or else we're gonna have to pick somebody else.
Good call. I forgot about that part of it.
Yeah. So I have it. So as soon as they talk, it says something in here. So Rhino, if you are here, Rhino 1981, say some stuff, or we have to move on to the next person. Let me see if they're still even in the chat list here.
Bueller.
Ooh, I don't see them in the list of people in the chat. So we'll give them just a little bit longer, and then we're going to move on to the next person.
Maybe we'll go through the Sneak Thief and the Slinger and check it out after that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I can see who's all here, and they are not. So why don't we just...
Okay.
You want to just pick the next one?
Yeah, we'll move it on.
Sorry, Rhino.
We'll always miss you.
Bryce. I know they're just here because they just subbed and followed and interned and everything. So, Bryce, say some stuff in chat, and you will win.
Yeah, there's a Bryce giving us a woohoo.
Woo! Okay.
Ancient Albatross. If you're still having trouble with the DMing, feel free
Here,
to email us at info@crumblingkeep.com, info@crumblingkeep.com, and that will get to us as well.
Here, let me. I'm gonna shoot them a message and get their details too.
Dope.
So I can
Thank
handle
you.
it
I
over here.
appreciate that.
Where are you? Here you go.
Oh, Brad started a whisper dialogue. God, that sounds so sensual. A whisper dialogue. ASMR, says Rat Bradkish. We have this joke, Brad and I, about doing marching order ASMR sometime. It's just going to be like the sound of rogues dying, rats chittering, and other terrible things that are not ASMR.
Do it. A nice ambiance for the background.
Just make it a stretch goal, a little playlist of just terrible noises.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get back into it. Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, so moving on to the Sneak Thief. Let's roll some dice. All right, so Sneak Thief is going to get us a 4. So that means, hey, I'm not getting stabbed for once. My pretties, the goblin steals 1d6 coins from a random rogue. So 5 or 6 will re-roll. So 4. So gonna steal for me instead of stab me. So hey, this is fun for me. And it's going to steal one of my coins. Okay, that's
All right,
not
that's-
the worst.
Could be. I have no coins. What happens if they steal from me?
They get nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yet another gentle caress.
The curse of being broke. Yes. A hand slithers into your pocket, finds nothing.
Like win-win, really.
Except yes, that gentle caress.
So no bullshit on the Sneak Thief. Moving on to the Slinger. Slinger is going to retreat. And since they're at the back of the marching order, they run off. They're gone.
We're trying to murder hobo out here and they're running away. You know what I mean?
How do they have a sense of life?
It's great that you're all saying that, I say, as I'm just bleeding profusely, as you want the monsters to keep coming.
I'm ignoring it. My eyes still closed, flailing wildly.
I'm gonna throw a rock at this guy. Put him out of his misery. No, I'm not.
But you're gonna try, and that's something.
I'm gonna try.
Look for a torch.
Oh yes. Why do I keep forgetting this? This is the best part.
Bro,
Nope,
so
didn't
close to
find
another
one.
torch.
So close
You were
to
like,
another
oh,
torch.
wait, is that a torch? Wait, nope, that's not. Oh, I thought it
Just
was.
another femur.
Yeah.
Bloody
Yeah.
finger.
Yeah.
Wait a
Too
second.
wet.
There are
Too-
more femurs than bodies here. What is happening? Why?
Yeah.
Too wet to burn for that one, I guess.
Ooh.
All right, who's up?
Barnes.
You.
Oh, me. Let's do it. Me again already? Oh, could you just keep jumping
is
around the
fun.
order?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna listen. If it didn't work yet, might as well keep trying it. I'm gonna keep
It's
hacking
true,
and
that's true.
slashing. 3, baby.
3 altogether, is it?
Yes.
Sneak Thief has a defense of 2, so that is going to ping them for their last hit point.
Yes.
Dunzo.
I did murder. Woo.
And now the fun
Successful.
thing is that you get to roll your bullshit still, and
was gonna
still
say, I still get to
possibly
roll it.
stab one of us.
Yes. I think that's only. Oh man, I was so close to
Oh, you're
stabbing.
so
I
close.
was so close to stabbing. I literally was just like spinning around in circles with my eyes closed. I nick that guy and just like whoosh, like right in front of Patsy again. Just barely missed this time.
We're going to have to
Yeah.
work on that in the future. Okay, so that takes us out of combat
Ooh,
and leaves
alright.
us in. Well, let me see. Let me bring the map thing back.
We'll get out of combat music.
So we came from the west and we got the south available to us unexplored. And we've managed to live through our first combat. Congratulations, rogues.
Woo woo! Most of us didn't even take any damage.
And some of us dealt damage to each other. Thanks.
Hey, damage is damage. I sell my sword. I do damage. You know.
Quick rules question. So with my special action of no, not me, when I'm targeted by an enemy, is that only enemies, or is that if an ally targets me as well?
Huh. Well, with the current
Listen,
wording,
are they
and that's
still an
interesting.
ally if they're trying to hit you? You know,
That's
in
what
that
I'm
moment?
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is currently like with the strict wording of the game, it would only be people on the other side of the
That's
marching
fair.
order,
Yep.
enemies. However, I think it's interesting enough that I want to consider tweaking the wording on that ability for those rare occasions. You know, it's weird, like you design a game and then you play it with people and you're like, wow, they're using this in ways I would have never imagined.
Right.
Amazing.
Listen, we get to
Well,
be play testers, you know, as we do this as well. So
oh, totally. And you also get to realize, like, wow, other people are better at this game than I am, you know? So do we want to head to the south, I wager, after that encounter?
To the soggy shred.
To the soggy shreds.
soggy shreds, yes.
Okay, bringing in a new map fragment here. Oh, this one's farther down the list. Gotta find it here. Get rid of the old one. Okay. So we are coming from the north on this map fragment. The brush at the side of the trail rustles for just a moment before giant rats rush out. The goblins could have eaten really good tonight had they not wasted their time messing with you. You have to wonder about these rats' self-preservation instincts as they rush a creature at least twice their size. So, out of the frying pan into the fryer, we have 3 giant rats and a diseased rat that we have traded
Okay.
goblins for. All right, and then we need a diseased rat.
Very Mo Curly.
And Shemp is the diseased one, obviously.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so you might notice some of us still have our like cooldown dice attached to us. Those do stay throughout combat. So unfortunately,
Oh, shit, back
we
in combat.
still have to deal with that. But c'est la vie, am I right? Okay, so we're back at the beginning of combat. That means we need to roll for initiative. I am going to make Patsy roll for our side again, the intrepid torchbearer. I will roll for the monsters, and it is a d6. So, oh, monsters got a 4, we got a 2. So it looks like the rats got the jump on us.
And I don't see a wall boy in there, so maybe we'll
And rats are a lot more smushy than that wall boy. So we got
And I'm
that going
seeing
on for us.
3 healthy flanks and 1 that's diseased, but we'll have a barbecue.
You
When
cook it
it's our-
long enough, it's eatable, right?
Right.
You gotta hit it a
if you
lot.
cook anything long enough, it
Turns into
stops being a
charcoal.
thing, but like, you know,
Stop speaking thing.
Which I feel like our torchbearer knows more than most.
Yes.
Okay. So this encounter harkens back to the very first encounter in Mud and Blood, which is a great kind of training encounter and chaotic and fun. So let me get to the rat page. Okay, so rat number 1 is going to go first. Rat number 1 is going to Toothy Boy. Target an adjacent rogue, make a physical attack roll versus their defense. So it is targeting our rat, our torchbearer, and is going to roll a 5 minus 1 is 4 versus the torchbearer's
Damn.
defense.
1 defense.
That is 3. How are you doing with 3 damage?
I am down to 1 health point.
Ooh, okay.
Go.
This may be the end of Pyro Patsy.
We
Oh,
might
we
have
had
to.
a doctor.
That's
You're not
true.
taking
We
any
have a
Single
bandages?
doctor.
health pot.
I didn't have any bandages, no.
Oh shit! What do bandages do? Is it half a health point? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
1D, basically a 1d3.
have a health
Oh, not a half a health point, half a health potion, which would be a D3 instead of a D6.
Yeah, like
Makes sense.
we do use some weird terminology in the game, and maybe folks have thoughts on this. Like, I tried not to use one. Like, I wanted to write it for people who have never played an RPG before and maybe aren't familiar with the 1D whatever terminology. So normally I just say like roll a dice because it's always a D6. But then I also use the terminology half roll for like 1d3, and I don't know. Is that
Yeah, I have
confusing,
thoughts.
folks?
Yeah, I think it's confusing. I think
Yeah?
it's almost easier in the beginning to just say, like, if it's for people that have never played a game before, if you think it's for that, to just at the beginning say, these are common notations, 1D blah, 1D blah, 1D blah, and then you can just say whatever you want throughout.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the equivalent of the like, this is what an RPG game is.
It depends.
Space you get
Is what
in.
I'll say.
Yeah. I am curious about more thoughts about that, but
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, yes, that is what a bandage would do. It would do 1d3 health back. So that giant rat did do the biting. We will roll for its bullshit. It will roll a 3, so no bullshit for that one. And then we move to the giant rat behind it, which is going to roll a 6. Skitter scatter. The giant rat switches positions with a random ally, and it's going to roll a 3. So that is going to be that ally right behind it, which I'm not going to bother switching the images because that literally does nothing right now. And then we roll its bullshit. Is that dice cockeyed? No, it is a 2. Okay, great. It's like, did this digital
Is it
dice roller
possible for
just
the
give me a
digital
cockeyed
dice?
dice?
The number is like 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. It's just like blinking on the screen.
Yeah.
It's spinning forever.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked and appalled there. Okay, so no bullshit for that one. So now we are rolling for the next giant rat, which is actually the second one right now because they switched positions. It rolls the Toothy Boy attack as well, but since there are no rogues next to it, it just advances and switches places with the one in front of it. Again, they all have the same stats right now, so I'm not going to physically do that. But it does waste its turn trying to get up close enough to bite somebody and doesn't roll bullshit. We will move to the diseased rat, which rolls a 6. And it is also a poisoned bite attack, but since nothing is next to it, it will also move up 1 space in the marching order and get a little closest to us, and then roll its own bullshit. And it is a nothing, no bullshit. So real big turn for the giant rats there. They mostly ran around and tried to bite us. And so that will bring
That's
us
so crazy unusual for rats.
Patsy.
It's weird that they did literally exactly,
what rats might do.
what rats might do. Crazy. They didn't
Yeah,
even find a femur or anything, which is just unusual in this game.
There's no femur here? Suspicious.
Yet.
Yet.
Not
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
I think I am going to swap places with Barnes.
Not a
And-
terrible
So
idea.
so that you're almost dying and aren't in the front of the marching order. That might be a great idea.
Now, is it possible to do that after I make my action, or is the moving itself the action?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Take a swing first.
Yeah, Alchemist Fire at
Yeah.
the army of rats.
You are taking
Rat-
a swing and a half.
Rat number 1 in the marching order, 7.
7. Okay, that is barbecued rat.
Barbecued rat. Rat number 2, 4.
Versus their defensive 1 is 3, which is how much health they have. Barbecued rat.
And Nasty Rat is a 5.
Defensive 2 is also 3. Barbecued rat.
Sweet.
And that's a 4.
4, defensive 2 is 2, and no, that's the full one. Okay, so this rat has 1 health left.
All right. And then I will move behind my compadre Barnes.
You know, it's almost like good that you didn't kill it, because now you maybe have a chance to get healed before that next encounter, you know?
That this is true. Or
It's
Barnes
because you
could
can't
kill
heal
me.
between encounters.
Barnes could kill him.
Truth.
Barnes could just kill me right here.
I could theoretically kill you. Yep.
I mean, that is also a really good point. All right, speaking of, Barnes' turn to do some friendly fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kill Patsy. Let's see if I hit him with No, obviously you're going for that rat boy. I got a 6 total.
That is a dead rat. That
Yeah.
rat is so dead.
But I still have to roll my bullshit.
You do.
Oh, I
That's
didn't.
true.
I didn't roll mine either.
Oh yeah, roll your bullshit so I can roll my bullshit.
Ah,
You got nothing.
Yep, nothing.
All right, murder. Ooh, 2.
So close to murder.
Again, whiff right past you. At
Murder
this point, you're
adjacent.
just like, it's like cartoonish. You're just like, like just like dodging out of the way.
And I'm 50-50. Every time I dodge, I grab a torch.
Yeah.
You like duck down and like, ooh, a torch. Okay. Well, that went better than our first one. Not too shabby. I think we should celebrate with a giveaway.
I think that sounds fucking great. Let me get off this combat music.
So probably most of you are already in the giveaway. If anyone has joined late and wants to get into the giveaway, type !curse into the chat and that will enter you into the giveaway. Also, if you're late and haven't checked out the Kickstarter yet, we are approaching yet another stretch goal, which I was really hoping to go to bed before it happened, but hey, c'est la vie. The link is posted at the top of the chat.
And it actually is now. So, here we go. We are closing the entries. Close. Oop, close. Oop, close. All right. Pick a winner. That is going to be Caddy Bree. I know they're here. They have been very active. Caddy. Woo-woo. Woo-woo. Say
And
words.
that was for...
Woo,
Did we
there
say
it
what that
goes.
was for?
You didn't, so give her whatever you want.
Excellent. So we'll go first thing on the list. That seems fair. This is the pamphlet adventure, or I'm sorry, no, the zine adventure from Mork Borg, Tower of the Devil-Born Magister, with art by Mustafa Bakir. Tower of the Devil-Born
Ooh.
Magister for Mork Borg. A wacky little trip through a countryside besieged by a sadistic soulless succubus from their faraway tower. So good luck surviving that. Give Rad Brad Kish a message, whisper, and we will get that to you. Excellent. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, so what's our current situation? We were coming down through this passageway. We came in from the north. So I doubt we want to turn around, right? We're probably going to the southwest there.
Yep. Can we, even if it's just an RP, have some of these rat chunks?
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're
Okay.
already cooked. What else are we going
I
to do?
was going to say, it's literally road rations at this point.
I don't know that I like the way that Patsy keeps staring at him as the flame flickers, you know? Kind of unsettles me.
Got to watch his work.
Yep. Listen, if my whole job is setting stuff on fire, you know,
You get
I
real
would look
good
at
at
it
it.
too. Yeah, listen, my job is to hit stuff
You're
with a
real
sword.
good at it.
And I do. I've hit multiple things with swords.
I would like to maybe try and zone in on what's to hit and what's not to hit with the sword. You know?
Listen, I sell the sword, not the target. All right, like
do you got any
um,
sedatives on you, or
Oh, hey, Patsy. Actually, can I give him a health potion outside of combat?
so that's actually something we've really been debating. In the first Mud and Blood edition, you cannot use items or rearrange your marching order outside of combat. But I have been thinking about maybe introducing like if you want to play hardcore mode, that is still true. But we haven't really decided yet. So it's interesting that you'd ask that. I'd say in the spirit of a new edition coming, yeah, why not?
Hands over 30 coins worth of health potion.
Glug, glug, glug.
1d6, my dude. Please be higher.
It rolls a 1.
Please be high.
Fuck you.
Shit.
Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I forgot that this is going to be a podcast episode too. For those that are unaware, definitely rolled a 1. You're welcome for cursing you and coining you. Hashtag back on your bullshit.
Oh God, I only have 1 luck point because I almost want to spend a luck to redo that.
I do have 1 luck. I'm going
Yeah.
to spend it now.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
spend it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll another 1.
Don't say it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's another one. I didn't shut your mouth.
Oh, this is great.
That's it, I'm done.
This is great.
That's it, I'm done. 30 coin and luck point gets you 1 point of healing.
Nothing. I will die next combat.
Yeah.
Just imagine
You
there's
get
like some
nothing. A good day, sir.
twigs and leaves floating in it.
Tasty. I think he sold me a defective one.
Yeah.
You feeling better there, Patsy?
Pingles.
Feeling good now?
Yeah. It burned a little going down.
That's good. You like the burn. Oh, well, and to sell my own game there, I really think part of the fun is the chaoticness of there. And it's
Yeah.
it really
Yeah,
is almost
absolutely.
as fun when you lose than when you win,
Oh, for sure.
that nonsense. Because that was a good time right there, watching you get 1 hit point
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Maybe the death pool.
All right. Okay, so onward to the southwest after chomping on some dead rats.
Yep.
Okay, give me a sec to set up the map.
Actually, he got 6 hit points, but the dead rats gave us dysentery and he lost 5 again.
That's just the
You
way
just
the
went
dead
down
rats
that way.
go. Ain't that just the way it is? Okay, so we come upon something here.
Yeah, we do.
You come upon a small cabin tucked away in the woods. Vines crawl up the rotting wood. Nothing has lived here in a long time. Do you want to explore the cabin, or do we want to turn back the way we came?
Explore the cabin.
Cabin sounds like a good
Yes.
place to hide for a wizard.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially from their thwacking.
That's my thwacking cabin.
Oh, all right. Yes.
The door comes off the hinges when you try to open it, sending a billowing cloud of dust blowing outwards. You cough and sneeze for a moment and then blink your eyes to clear them from the detritus. Wow, I used the word detritus. Go me.
Detritus?
Detritus, yes. So thing you should know about me, and Brad laughs at me at this all the time, there are many words that I have read before I've ever heard and will slaughter the pronunciation of them.
In your defense, I had always just read it in my mind as detritus as well, and literally 3 weeks ago, I learned it was detritus. And so, in your defense,
This is good.
I just
We're all learning
learned,
together.
so-
yeah.
This is like the beginning of the show when we were talking about our future plans. We're like, you too? First time?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at the inside of this one-room cabin, you can see the roof slants severely downward. It makes you question how safe it is to actually go inside. There are things of interest, though. A cupboard sits still closed. A large cookpot is on the cold hearth, its lid closed securely on top of it. Most curious is the rope that winds around some pulleys before disappearing into rafters. What's that about? So we can open the cupboard, we can open the cookpot, we can inspect the rope, or we can get out of here.
Divide
You
and
gotta-
conquer.
Yeah.
The either or on all options.
I mean, so
It's a
What's
marching
the
order. We have to have an
word?
order for how we march to these things, guys.
yeah,
I
what's
say
the way the
pot
text is?
first.
Yeah, I was going
divide
to
and
say,
something is
I definitely want to go to
You
the
know
pot.
what? You know what? Let's ask chat. Chat.
Yeah.
What are, pick
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
options, right? I know Rumblefeather said pot. What's everyone else saying in there?
Cupboard, pot,
for
cookpot,
pot.
or rope.
We got a couple of pots here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 pots.
We got 2
Pots is
pots. I think
I think we're gonna go ponds.
that's another
Yep.
pot. Listen,
Mm.
another
Pot.
pot.
Oh,
Another
we got
pot.
some
Ooh,
ropes
and then
coming up.
we got some
maybe.
ropes.
We got two
We got
ropes,
some- oh,
three
but another
two
pot.
ropes. Oh, another pot.
Another
Yeah, we're
pot.
going-
Couple
Oh,
potters.
boy,
Yeah, we're
we're
going pot. Let's go
back.
pot.
Yeah, it's a good
Let's go pot. Yep.
Okay, we're going pot. We're going pot.
I could set up a poll, but I'm not going to. So we're just gonna go pot.
I mean, that was as scientific as it gets there.
Yeah.
You jump back as the mother of all giant rats jumps out of the pot, covered in lard. It must have been in that pot for a long time, eating grease. Now it's bigger and meaner than any other you've ever seen. We're going to fight a giant rat. With the special, it has some special things to it. It has the condition boss, which means it takes up every spot in the marching order, i.e., it doesn't matter what distance you can normally target, we can all target this giant rat.
Oh, that's cool.
It rolls 2 dice for initiative and uses the higher roll. It has 13 health and additional qualities for its bullshit roll. So if it rolls a 1, 2, 5, or 6, it has bullshit that
Happens.
operates.
Ooh.
Okay.
Damn, that's a big fucking rat. That was a bit a big pot.
It's
Yeah.
a-
That was like a crock pot.
maybe I should
That was a good-
rewrite
that was
it
a
as
good-
cauldron. Well, let's make
Yeah,
it cauldron.
cauldron.
There we go. Giant rat.
Oh,
Somebody take
the
the
whole
giant
stove.
rat.
Yeah, giant rat. A rat of extremely unusual size.
Pantry. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm
Listen,
dead.
just
Yeah.
get
2 hit points. You're great.
This is
Yeah.
true. And
Move
no
farther
alchemist
back.
That's
fire.
one more than you need.
Did
I
you say
have,
it was covered in lard?
There was word that it was a lardy rat.
Yeah.
It does have, so its extra bullshit is if it rolls a 5, that sucker is greasy. It gains the conditions protected and speedy for being so greased.
Listen, if it's greased, that means it's flammable AF. is
That's
all
what
I'm
I was
saying.
thinking. I just want to light it up.
How many alchemist fire do you have? I mean,
No more.
He's got a billion
no.
I've
torches,
used
though.
them all.
Excited.
I've
Yeah.
got 7 torches.
Just whips flaming torches at him.
Ah.
All right. Let's do a giveaway before we roll initiative.
Oh hell
for
yeah!
that.
All right,
Before we
what are we
die.
giving away?
Before we die.
can say before we say
Prior
this
to
time.
murder.
Yeah, so we're sticking on the Mork Borg train here, and the next is going to be Den of the Degenerate Ditch Diggers, affectionately known as DDDD, which is like 2 extra Ds in most people's favorite dragon game, so it's kind of better, right? And that is a pamphlet
Gotta love them
adventure for
Ds, you
Mork
know?
Borg. You gotta love the D. So yeah, that is what we are giving away with this one. So if you haven't yet, again, I bet everyone here has, but just in case, exclamation point curse to get involved in the giveaway. Okay. I think we're good to go.
Right. So we're gonna close those entries, and we're gonna pick a winner, and that is gonna be Avery Thorne. Avery Thorne, if you are here in chat, say words, and you will win a lot of D's.
It's 4Ds, Avery Thorne. Let us know if you're here for the 4Ds.
Is Avery Thorne still in the
Like,
viewer
there's
list?
no good way to say that.
Well, I mean, I feel like.
Yeah, Avery
Ooh.
Thorne. There we go.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right, Avery
Message.
Thorne.
Yep.
Yep, drop Brad Kish a message and we will take care of you. Awesome. All right. Giveaways are going great. So we have, how many more do we got? That's a great question. That was DDD. We got 3 more giveaways.
3 more giveaways.
And the last one will be, of course, the big one. We'll have to
The
say
big
that.
one. Yep.
Okay. We're fighting a giant rat. So we need to
Yeah.
roll initiative. Well, we've had our intrepid torchbearer there roll for a few times, and Patsy, you've done great, but let's make Hoot do some rolling for that one, and I'm gonna roll twice for the rat.
Ah!
Oh, nice. So the rat rolled 2 5s, but Hoot rolled a 6, so we are getting to drop on this greasy ass rat.
Yes, rat.
Oh no. Please don't give it bonuses.
Okay. So we're gonna start with Barnes for the ass rat.
Fuck yeah, we are. The greasy ass rat. All right. Adjacent because we're in a room. Like, so marching order originally was like you're in a marching order because you're in like tight little dungeons and stuff like that. But we're in forests and cabins and things like that now. As far as adjacent, does that mean I just need to be one space away?
So adjacent means you pretty much need to be like
Up in their business.
Yeah. And despite the
Okay.
fact that like it doesn't actually make sense, like we're in a room, we could probably spread out
It's
a bit.
Gaming.
It's definitely
yeah.
like everything is always in a line. Rogues get used to fighting in a line. They're not smart enough to revise their battle tactics. They just gotta line up one after the other and do the thing.
So because here's the thing. So I always keep a knife in my boot, right? Much like a snake. And
Thank you.
that means that and it says I can also take the hack and slash. So that means I can do both, right?
Hell yeah.
But I just have to be up in their business. And as far as movement goes, explain to me and everyone, if we're in this situation, me being first, does that make me adjacent to them, or do I need to physically move closer to them?
Yeah. So you being first means you're adjacent to them. So
Sick.
at the front of the line of rogues, and this will be so we have a great dry erase game board that's actually coming with a new edition that I'm super excited about. So all these notes and things that we have scattered about here, there's actually places to put them on the board.
Oh, that's cool.
Super stoked. Anyway, at the front of the rogue line, there is we call it the battle line. It's what separates the rogues from the monsters. And so, honestly, in the diatribe, I forgot what I was originally explaining. But the rogue that's at the front of their marching order, whatever's across that battle line, is adjacent to them, which maybe is what we were getting at.
Dope. So I can do both of these attacks on this person.
Yes, absolutely.
This creature.
Yeah,
I
long
could
story short,
theoretically
you can do
get
that.
3 attacks. Except that I'm going to roll terribly. But
And kill
with my
me.
quality, yeah, I'm going to murder. I can attack all 3 times and hit my allies all 3 times. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to roll. So this will just be my hack and slash first. No, I'll do the knife in my boot first. Wait, so the creature suffers half damage. All right, so yeah, I'll knife him first just to make sure. That's a 5 total.
Hey, that is pretty good. The giant rat has no extra defense, so it's 5 versus its defense of 1. That's gonna
So
be
it's
4
half,
damage.
right? So it's 4, so 2
Oh,
though,
right,
right?
right.
Because yeah, the knife in my boot does half damage, so that's 2. Okay, so then I should have just used that for my regular attack. That would have been great.
But maybe your regular attack will be even
4,
better.
5, same shit. It does look cocked on the screen though, I will say. In the stream, it does look like a cocked dice, but it is a 4. So that's 5 total. So it should be another 4 damage, right?
Yeah, so that's gonna take it down to 7. Not bad on this ass rat.
Listen, someone told me that I need to focus, so I kept one eye open this time. And then and then I'm going to roll my bullshit and see if I can get a 6 so I can hit again.
That would be so great right now.
Damn it, it's a 3.
Ah,
I disappoint.
I mean,
anyway,
you hit him twice.
Hey, listen, I just did 8 damage on this giant ass rat, this greasy ass rat.
Yeah,
So
that's not nothing.
we're cooking.
Look hard.
I throw a. I was gonna say I throw a rock at it, but that's another 0 for your intrepid torchbearer.
And that is the only number you could roll that wouldn't hit him is 0 or lower. Patsy's bullshit.
Oh yes.
Yeah, your dice rolls have not been kind to you.
Oh, and there's another 5. Almost found a torch.
Ugh. You keep looking, and that's what counts.
Yep,
Really.
Yep.
All right, what do you got?
I'm gonna swap with our sellsword here. Wait,
Yes.
with our torchbearer.
Swapping with the torchbearer.
Couple
Oh, and
seconds.
your medicine count will go down by 1 as well. I'll
Yeah.
swap you and take care of that.
Goes down to 2.
Oh, I have a countdown now too, though.
Oh yeah. Yours is what?
2. Mine's it's pretty low. It's called keep a knife in my boot, so you can just call it like boot knife or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll knife you at 2.
Easy boot.
Yeah.
And now
Okay.
I use my staff to theoretically make a physical attack. We'll see whether or not it actually happens with a -1 physical. 4. Oh, 3.
3, excellent. It has a defense of 1, so that is going to
Makes
do
2.
2.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we got the greasy ass rat down to 5.
Damn, look at us.
You got your bullshit roll.
Professional.
Listen, I'm just saying, for all you in chat that wanted to TPK,
5.
you know,
It's
that's
not
for you.
happening.
You're messing with the
Yeah.
wrong part of the road.
That's
We are
right.
professionals.
Okay, my
Professional.
rain of arrows is going to go down by 1, and I am just going to take a pot shot at this guy.
I feel like, have you missed some rain of arrows, Mark, turning down turns? Because that still feels like, it feels like you rained arrows forever ago.
I very well might have. Anyone been paying really super close attention? I feel like maybe
I think it was
missed
probably
one.
at
I think
least
you
3
missed-
turns ago.
I
Yeah.
think you missed 1.
Okay,
Yeah, that
let's
makes
say...
Because it's 5, right? It's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you did that like the very
So,
first
we'll take down
contact
2.
against the goblins, right? We fought the rats. We fought
It
all the
was
way
like
through the
the
entire rat.
second round with the goblins when
Mhm.
they were
Yeah.
starting to be more problematic.
We'll take it there. We'll take it.
Okay.
That's good. We
Okay.
all got 2s across the board. Looks good to me.
Gosh, and what did I just roll? Does anyone remember?
Why did I can look up chat history. Let's see.
Oh, that's fancy.
Except it went away. Why did
vanished.
it,
It
why
vanished.
did the chat
Not
history go
entirely certain.
away? I guess
I'll
not.
just
I guess
re-roll.
I can't. All right, yeah. I think it was a
When
6.
in doubt. Well, it certainly isn't now. So I rolled a 1.
Oh, wait, chat said it was a 5. Chat said it was a 5. We got people in
Thank
chat that
you,
actually pay
chat.
attention.
You guys
Look
are
at
the
that.
best.
Look at it. That's 3 5s. We'll take it.
Chat's the
One,
So that is a
the one-
5 plus 1 is 6. So yeah, you were right
Yeah.
with the 6. So that's
Yes.
actually 6 minus its defense of 1 is 5. That's going to kill the greasy ass rat before it gets a chance to do its worst. That
Noise.
is.
Noise.
Now the question is it and I'm kind of half talking to chat. Is it a dry erase marker or a wet erase marker? Because I will say this: wet erase markers are extremely underrated.
Dry. It is dry.
It's all dry. It's all
all dry.
we dry here. All right.
We dry
Just so you guys
erasing
know,
that.
marching order, curse and coin edition : dry. All right. So, I was focused on wet and dry. So what do we kill it? It's gone. I see the thing is
it's
we
gone.
killed it. We killed it. I rolled no bullshit, so we are good there.
We killed it dead.
And being my goal is to get out, at the very least, get out all these giveaways before midnight on the East
Yes.
Coast.
Yes.
we
We doing
got-
another one?
2 versions. Yeah.
Okay.
We got 2 versions of Techromancer, our pamphlet adventure from Mothership. We got the pamphlet version and the deluxe box set, which comes with standees and a soundtrack, CD, and a bunch of other cool, dope stuff. But we're going to start with just a regular pamphlet adventure for Mothership.
Okay.
I'm not even going to tell anyone how to... Oh, you know what? I did see one new person came in. If you would like to join the giveaway, ! Curse. Type it in the chat, hit enter, you'll be entered.
Yeah, you got 3 seconds, or at least until I maximize the window and hit close. All right, it's closed. And we are picking a winner. Azazel. Say some stuff. Say words, and you win.
Yeah, just let us know you're here.
Let me check the list of viewers. I see them in the viewer list. So is Azazel.
Okay.
What? Arizona,
It's
El
pronounced-
Paso.
That made me giggle. All right.
I mean, maybe they went to the bathroom. You know,
Yeah. Maybe we check again in a little bit while
they
they're
went to go get that dry erase marker.
yeah,
Someone's
they-
pinging. They're pinging Zazel. We'll give them. Like I said, at least they're still in the viewer list, so we know that they're not gone.
All that talk of ass rats might have been too much for them. They might have needed to step away for a sec.
Yeah.
Which, understandable, frankly.
And then how many? So there's one more, and then the big giveaway, right?
Yeah, we have our Techromancer box set for Mothership, and then the big one, the core set of Curse and Core.
So you guys out here doing Marching Order, doing Mork Borg, doing OSE, doing Mothership, just doing a little bit of the everything there at Crumbling Keep, huh?
Yeah, it's Marching Order is our only full game that we have written at this point. I really enjoy writing adventures, something I really enjoy. There are some other games, full games in the works, some of which in the Marching Order universe, some of them not so much. But yeah, a lot of adventures. I like writing adventures.
Can someone put in a plug and say, when will Crumbling Keep maybe write a Mouse Ritter adventure?
Well, I do have one little freebie Mouse Ritter adventure floating around somewhere. What was it? Something Bartleby's vegan cashew creamery or something like that. And it's a trip through somebody's attic. But I really enjoy Mouse Ritter. It is by far my favorite game to teach new folks when I'm getting into it. And it's just like, because it's like, A, it's easy to learn, but B, it's like outside of that, it's just super solid and fun.
Great game.
So it's possible, like, is it something I want to do? Absolutely. So if I ever catch up on everything else I'm working on.
All right. I think we have not heard from Azazel, so we are unfortunately going to have to move on to the next winner for the Technomancer. Sorry.
Poor Azazel passed out face down at their laptop, not knowing what they just missed.
Eater of Worlds. They have been here since the beginning if they're still here.
You still eating worlds out there, Eater of Worlds?
Oh no, I don't see them in the viewer list. Oh no. I know it's getting late for some people leaving.
Cool,
I mean, we still got
too.
Yeah, Eater of Worlds. I mean, again, I'm very deep in my Warhammer bullshit, so Sons of Angron. Gosh. Eater of Worlds. Again, I don't see them in the viewer list, so if they don't say something soonish, we're just gonna pick a third one. You just can't give this away. You just can't give this giveaway away. Do people know, are some of these like normal, like do you like in the Marching Order community, are we aware of or is this nah, we said you have to be here, so I don't know. Unfortunately, sucks to suck, I guess. In the nicest way possible. A couple people missing out on some cool stuff. So we are going to go ahead and pick the next person. Deuterino, you did not win yet, so let's do.
This might be your lucky chance.
Yeah.
All right. Survey says.
Oh. That is going to be Engage Phasers. I know that they've been here for.
Are you still here? Yeah, they just posted.
Yay!
It says me. Woo! I can remove some of these other people too, Azazel, because it's only let me pick 10 winners. So I'll have to, but it doesn't matter because I'll have the list.
All right, Engage
Boom,
Phasers.
You got that. All right.
Message Rad Brad Kish. And we got you.
Boom. All right. What's next? Do you you had said for us that it was going to end around 9ish o'clock. We just finished a combat. Do you want to just kind of wrap up talking about a little bit and give these last two giveaways away, or did you want to keep playing a little bit? It's up to you. Again, for us on the West Coast, I mean, I guess 9 p.m. is late for some of y'all too. I've only been awake for 4 hours. What do you want to do?
And for the record, also, like as far as like stopping points and whatnot, the shack here I don't think has another combat in it, if I remember correctly. So if you wanted to go through that, like it generally moves quicker outside of combat,
Okay,
but also
well, then,
like
yeah, let's
game for whatever.
yeah, let's finish with the Thwack Shack and
Thwack
then-
Shack.
and then we'll and then we can do the last couple and then do some more shameless plugs.
Okay, excellent.
So-
I do look forward to more shameless plugs.
What did we have left? We had the rope and the what?
Let's see here. Sorry, getting back to it. Got a
The
few
cupboard.
messages.
The
coming.
cupboard. Yep, the
All right.
cupboard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
What do
rope and cupboard.
I think rope was the next
Rope.
the
Everyone
next
said
thing
rope.
that chat wanted, so we'll go rope.
Yep.
Okay, so and just a reminder for everyone, what that is a rope going through the pulleys in the rafters. So we go to the rope entry. This is much more complex mechanism than you expected. There's a few choices here, want to try and figure it out, want to just pull it, or want to leave it the hell alone?
Pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it.
Yeah, we pull.
Push the chaos button.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is great.
I just stand there like this.
When the
A
GM
rain
says
of
this is
torches
great,
falls
you go,
from the
Yeah.
ceiling. Yeah.
Okay. We are just going to pull it, which will take us to entry number 55. You pull the rope and it goes slack, the end of it falling to the ground in front of you. You only have a moment to question why when a panel in the floor swings open beneath your feet. Your hands grab futilely at the edge of the newly opened pit before you fall into the bottom of it. You'll crawl out of it in a second once you get your wind back. So one of the things I forgot that it did mention in text that I didn't read is that we were supposed to pick which rogue was pulling the rope.
Yeah, Patsy.
who said
for
it?
sure.
No.
Oh, who?
It feels like something Patsy would be doing.
Roll off. Lowest roll is in the pit. Do it. D6s. Go.
Yeah.
Patsy and who?
Okay.
Lowest rolls in the pit.
I don't know why I rolled
Anyway.
2d6, but you rolled a 1.
Yeah. Hoot in the pit.
Success.
Okay, who is losing 1d3 health?
Me.
Oh shit.
Oh, that would have killed
Damn.
me.
That
Oh,
would have.
yeah.
We should
It
have
would've
just
been
put
terrible.
Patsy in the pit.
I lost one.
All right.
I finally lost health.
I do want Patsy to roll just to see if he would have died. Roll a d6 just to see,
Yeah,
or a d3
yeah.
to see if he would have died.
You have like 2
Yes,
health.
you
right?
would have.
Oh, I would have. Yeah. That's a 3. I would have died.
Hoot, you saved Patsy's life by
Thanks, Hoot.
by being the one that yanked on the rope.
It might have been
man.
safer that way. I'm not sure.
I've killed a lot of things today.
So that returns us back to the main room. Apparently, whatever the rope did, as far as we know, that's it. And then
Listen,
so
it's
we
a
got the
wizard's
cupboard. If you
thwack
wanna go in there.
shack. Like, of course, it's just randomly trapped.
I'm
100%.
thinking of David Carradine, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh
about
my
that.
gosh! Of course you went.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so Patsy, you want to go check that cupboard?
I'm on it. I'm checking the cupboard.
okay, going to the cupboard. Nothing major, but these effects could be useful. You find 2 bandages, 2 anti-venoms, and 1 holy water.
Wow.
Damn.
And I
Okay.
can carry all of it because I bought a backpack.
There you go.
And
Guys,
that,
look.
my friends,
You start
is
showing it off.
the end of that shack. There is a good deal more in this first delve, in the gallows. So
Oh no.
yeah, I'll explain more about that in a sec. But why don't we do the Techromancer box set giveaway, and then we'll do a little hype up, talk about marching order a bit, and then we'll do the biggin.
So Eater of Worlds is back.
Yes. So yeah, I guess to fix this, we're just gonna send out 2 mothership. 2 mothership.
To the
pamphlets.
Technomancer pamphlets.
Yeah, 2. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, the Crumbling Keep is nothing but generous. So Eater of Worlds. So you, as you were having Twitch issues, because listen, hey, Twitch has been twitching. You won, and we're gonna go ahead and do another another winner for that. So I believe it was a Technomancer pamphlet. So message Brad, Rad Brad Kitsch, send them a whisper, and they will send you out one of those as well. And then this giveaway is for the whole box set, right? The next one?
Yeah, this is for the Technomancer box set, which comes in a sweet-ass box, comes with a pamphlet, comes with 2 sheets of standees, a sheet of room tiles, and a CD of the soundtrack. And Brad has lovingly shrink-wrapped every single one of them because he convinced me we should get a shrink wrapper. And, I'm going to be honest. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever makes you happy. But now that I've seen it, it looks slick. So I can't complain.
There you go. So, you have just a couple of seconds before I close entries. If you have not hit ! curse, do that right now, and we're going to give away the penultimate giveaway. That's a reminder to everyone out there that penultimate means next to last, not last. It's a cooler word, but sorry. And penultimate giveaway, the Technomancer box set. We have a couple late entries. I'll give 5 more seconds for any late entries here. ! Curse. I think we got like 2 or 3 there in the last second.
And for folks that back the !
Curse, Jim James, Jimothy.
The Technomancer Kickstarter, you know that we had misprints on the pamphlet and are sending the right ones out soon. We just had to get this launched. We'll be getting to that in the very near future. So never fear, you'll be getting the properly printed Technomancer pamphlet.
Once again, showing that you guys do it right. You don't get 1, you get 2.
And one of them's correct even. That's amazing.
One of them even right. There we go. All right. I saw Jim James did it wrong. I wanted to make sure they did it right before I close the entry. So for the penultimate giveaway, the entries are now closed, and we are going to pick a winner. That is going to be, all right.
That's not fair.
ManaDawn
Give it to someone else.
Tabletop
Give it to
games.
someone else. Give it to someone else.
Hey, listen, you're allowed to win. James, what do you think of a participant winning?
I mean, Patsy's in the chat there. It's up to you, Matt. You want to
No, give it to someone else.
All right.
Give it to someone else. Give it to someone else.
Getting rid of you. I own everything you guys have ever made, so I'm not going to. So this is Brand this person. Brand
Dub Horon Tree. Brand. That person. Let us know if you're here.
Yay! Oh, please say. How do you say your name? Like
how do you say your name?
Give us it phonetically.
Just type it again.
Brand Browntree.
All right, so
okay.
Message Rad Brad Kish, whisper to him with your address information, and we'll get that sent out to you. And that leaves only one giveaway to do. But before we do that, let's talk about marching order. So yeah, this was as part of this box set, there are 3 books in it. There is a new core book, which details all their cool core rules, has things to buy and whatnot. There's actually going to be different rogues available in it than there were in the Mud and Blood edition, and they are all compatible. So if you have both, you can use all the rogues. There's also going to be the Neck Deep, the Sewers of Rot Bottom, which is going to be a random dungeon generator, so that even when you are through the published adventures, you can continue crawling around in the muck and the crap forever, because who doesn't want to do that? And finally, this is what this adventure was part of, the Gallows. It is at this point, I imagine we hit the stretch goal to make it a 5-delve campaign book that is going to go through the Thieves' Quarter of Rot Bottom, which is lovingly called the Gallows. We didn't get to the actual Thieves' Quarter today. This is kind of the introductory setup for getting there. We did not find Bater and his bent staff of Pali and figure out what the story is with that.
We're still poor.
But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good time. Yeah, it's a fun campaign. I've been having a blast writing it, and with the new components and rules in the new core set of Marching Order, it can do things that the other delves have not done before. One of my favorite little things in there is on the game board, there is an escalation track. So every time you go into a new room when you're doing the random dungeon generation, you move up the coin in the escalation track, and that gets added to your dice rolls so that the sewers become increasingly more dangerous. But since it was there, I get to use it for adventures now. And so a little spoiler, stick your fingers in your ears if you don't want to hear this. In this campaign, the one that we were playing just now, there is a chase scene that makes use of that escalation track. And when you fail rolls or go the wrong way or whatnot, you get to advance that. And if it gets to a certain point, you lose your quarry. So it was just a lot of fun new mechanics in the new edition. Things that, like, when you use a game book format, it's usually like pick A or B, and that's what you do.
I forgot I had this graphic all made forever, and I forgot when we did a giveaway to keep throwing this up.
That is awesome. Brad will send that graphic to me randomly when we do things. Like he will be like, "Hey, how's this?" And I'll check it out, and it's me in this gnome costume. It has been ongoing for a long time. So when I saw that pop up, I immediately was like, "How did he get access to the board?" I did not send him that link.
Well, you sent me all of the marching order stuff, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I have to put this in here." This has been up since like the second giveaway, and I keep forgetting to pop it up. So. If you're in podcast land, no spoilers, go check out the YouTube. Gosh, I wish I'd put that up for every time. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
And it was a great finale, whatever the case. But yeah, so a lot of new mechanics, a lot of new books, a lot of new components, lots of standees, stats on the cards. We really tried to make the game flow a lot better than the original edition did, and the components, I think, do a great job of that. And like, I'm excited to make it for a lot of reasons, and one of the reasons is when I play it, I want to use them. I think it just makes it a easier, better flow experience. You can still find the link to back it at the top of the page. It has been a banner day one here. We are our funding goal was 15,000. We're at 28,500 right now. And it has gone up considerably during this stream. So thank you for everyone in here that's contributed to that. You're all great. Matt, Janell, Ryan, thank you so much for playing tonight as well. This has been fun.
Awesome.
And I look forward to getting to see some of you all in the next few months in person.
Ooh, oh yeah. Very excited. I kind of wanted to throw a picture of the box up, but just go to the Kickstarter thing and check it out, because there's not one but two different box sets, and of course I had to back for got to get the fancy one. I'll probably end up getting a regular one too, just because. You know what? I do want to talk about the fancy one for a sec too, because I kind of love it a bit. So it's a slipcase that goes over the slipcase, but it's covered in art by Mustafa Bakir, who does all the art for Marching Order. He's the reason it looks as cool as it does. But yeah, so he's covered the whole thing in art, and the inside of it is like kind of like a diorama of the sewers, and there's going to be space for the standees in there. So you can actually like kind of play in the sewers and use it as your game board. And
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm super stoked about it. It was one of those things where I was like, oh, we have an idea and this is going to be awesome. The other idea like that we've had during this campaign is the frickin' treasure chest. So we are there's a version of the game, it's our top tier there, that comes in an actual wooden branded treasure chest with everything we've ever made, hardcover copies of the past books. The past books being Master of the Onyx Tower and the original adventures from Mud and Blood. The only place currently you can get them, and probably always, I don't know, we haven't really decided on that, in hardcover is going to be in this chest. And it's one of those things, and it's full of like upgraded components in the sense of like, yeah, that's the one. The deck boxes are leather. There's a leather pouch for the dice. It is full of sweet ass stuff. And this was one of those things that were like, we want to make this because we want to own it. You know what I mean? Like, Brad and I both totally want one of these because holy shit, ass stuff. So yeah, Marching Order, Curse and Coin Edition. I'm very stoked.
Very excited for this. Again, how long ago did we even look at Marching Order? that was like, I feel like that was like early on in our podcast. I don't even know.
Yeah, it was the first time we ever
Gosh.
met.
Because did we talk after that or before that, or I don't even remember. My brain is so gone. I don't even know. Oh, so yeah, so we chatted with you guys on episode 54 and then reviewed on episode 55. So that was 120, almost 120 episodes ago.
Wow,
That was over a year ago. Yeah. It says 1 year ago, but that could be like a year and 11 months.
It's November 10th, 2022. It's
That's almost
two full
years
Yeah.
ago. Damn.
And we were probably talking about the sewers then. I bet if you listen
I think
to
we
that
did.
episode.
I'm almost positive that we had a conversation. So hey, listen, if you want to at least hear about the old marching order stuff, you can go check out our the Weekly Scroll over on YouTube, episodes 54 and 55 to see our review of the original marching order and to hear a chat. I think was it just me? I don't know if Hunter was on that episode. I think it might have just been you, me, and Brad.
I think Hunter was there.
chatting.
Maybe I am making that up though. In my head.
Honestly,
That's
I don't
possible.
remember the last episode we did, much less the one we did 2 years ago. So so go check all of that stuff out.
And I will say about that one, like we talk about upcoming releases in there that got pushed back because of the sewers. Those are still coming. So if you're like, what happens after Curse and Coin Edition gets released? We talk about that there. There are some big delves in the future. There is a miniature skirmish game that is in its playtesting phase and written up. So there is a lot more Rot Bottom Marching Order goodness to come.
No,
Very-
it's just us three, and it's the longest interview we ever did because I think that we just like forgot the time, and it's 2 hours long.
That sounds
So
like us.
we just kind of kept chatting, and then we had all day, so we did. So it's you, me, and Brad there on that. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link in chat. Boom.
Yeah, something to listen to tomorrow when you're missing us from the party tonight. And thanks to everyone in chat too for coming out for this launch
Yeah,
party.
seriously.
Yeah, you showed
chat's
up
been
in
fantastic.
numbers, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we it? Is that
did
it?
we
We
do the
doing
big
it?
thing? Everyone
We're
ready?
doing the big
Yeah?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure
Okay,
you
so
do
I-
exclamation point chat or
Yeah,
exclamation
I
point
did
curse.
see one person just get here that said, I'm late, but I finally made it. If you want to be involved in the giveaway for the Marching Order Curse and Coin Edition, type exclamation point curse in the chat now. Because we are gonna give it away.
Yes, if you've already won, you can't win again. So Eater of Worlds, I removed you, but you did win once already. So you can't win again. I'll just delete you again. I think that's it. I think that's all we got. So we're gonna close this for the final time, and we are going to pick the ultimate winner, the final
The person who will have to wait the longest.
Yeah. And that is gonna be Triad Forever. I know they've been here quite a while. Triad, are you here? Triad's here. Oh damn!
Yay!
Woo!
Oh, damn, Triad.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's
won.
Triad. Woo woo. Make sure you message Rad Brad there in the chat. Whisper them all of your info. I just want to double check with Brad before we wrap up that they got all of the winners' names and all the stuff, because I still have those names if we need to. But if they got everybody, then we should be good as far as the giveaways go. I'm so sad that I didn't have that gnome giveaway the entire time. I even made it right at the beginning so I could pop it up every time, and I knew I was going to forget. I even told myself, you're going to forget. You should make a Post-it note. And then I forgot to make a Post-it note forgot to do the thing, because my entire life runs on Post-it notes, if you could see my setup. And I'm sad that I
mean,
forgot.
It's beautiful, really.
Yeah.
We'll have to do this again sometime just for an excuse to.
Yeah. You'll have to make another new Ultimate Edition or something, and then we can we can play the game. This has been fantastic, though. It's been such a long time, honestly, since I played Marching Order, and it was really great to get back in to play it again. It's so fun. It's so clean. Like we said, the voice is that it's written in, and everything the way that you write, it makes it so fun and engaging. And this was a really fun time, because I know it's a solo or co-op game. It's fun to play it either way. This is definitely the first time I've got to play co-op, and it was a great time.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot of fun with the co-op. Brad and I playtest most of the adventures co-op just because there's two brains at it. But like, I think that's one of the things I like about it is like, do you have less than 4 people? It works, and it's not like a game where like, well, you can play it solo, but you're going to be sad about it, or vice versa. Yeah, and thanks again for mentioning, like, talking about the voice that's written in. And I think that combined with like, I think Mustafa's art and Brad's like layout like does wonders to bring that all to life. I can't imagine it without like any of those elements. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's been great. Thanks, y'all. This has been really good.
The three of you guys together,
this.
between the layout, between the art, between the voice, it created such a perfect like amalgamation of like, I think all three of you like elevate each other's like ness into something that's so fantastic. So Triad is asking which version, which set is it the basic set, is the knight set? Like, I don't think you're giving away the treasure chest, so what exactly is the ultimate version giveaway here at the end?
Yeah, it is the base set.
Okay.
The sellsword tier, if you're looking at that.
There you go. So thank you to all the winners, giving away the entire plethora of of Crumbling Keep swag, all of the things, all the box sets, all the pamphlets, and original Marching Order, new Marching Order. First of all, thank you for coming on, and B, like, thank you for being such a generous creator of stuff to not only give away everything, but have even another giveaway for someone who had to step away from chat for a little bit. So thank you for being awesome.
Yeah, I mean, technical issues have been plaguing us all day, so I get it. I mean, some of it's user error in the sense of I sent the Kickstarter's launched email at midnight instead of noon today, and so I woke up to a bunch of emails of people being like, "Hey, is this actually launched?" And so that was fun.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
funny. I was sitting at work and I got the email
glitchy.
and I was like, "This is really early. I know they're East Coast, but that's crazy." You know, when it wasn't. So.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be that early. And then Kickstarter was super glitchy today. People were having trouble posting, but we have gotten through it all, and here we are. And thanks for everybody for coming along for the ride.
Yeah, this has been a super fun stream. We definitely need to do more of these. For those, I don't even know. Like, I guess, I mean, is that us? Is that us for day one of the Marching Order Coin and Curse edition, or Curse and Coin edition stream? I think that does.
Yeah, it's been up for the Kickstarter's been up for 12 hours. I think we can call it. Brad, do you need to talk to anyone? Do you need to talk to anyone before we close this out? Or is chat still up? I forget how the world works.
Yeah, everything is still up. I believe that they should have the full list of winners.
Oh, we're all set. Yeah, so we're good.
We're good. Everyone's got all their stuff. So again, I want to say thank you to the participants here, Janell and Matt. First of all, Janell, it's been way too long. Please come play with us more. Matt, I talk to you regularly, but you're great. Big fan. For those that don't know, quick plug for ManaDawn. Throw some links out there, Matt.
Yeah. So currently, right now, running a huge Mouse Ritter game jam on itch. So come check us out. ManaDawn, ttg.itch.io. And yeah, come check us out. Make Mouse Ritter adventures.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Matt is kind of I don't know, are you officially like the #1 Mouse Ritter fan / maker outside of like Isaac, obviously?
Yeah, I am. I run the Mouse Ritter library with Hugh Lashbrook and one of the mods on the Mouse Ritter Discord.
So this is Mr. Mouse Ritter, again, outside of Isaac. It's really funny. I'll tell you something. Remind me to tell you something funny after. But so definitely go check out all that stuff. If you haven't played Mouse Ritter is fantastic. Definitely, as James said, it's easily one of my top 2 or 3 intro to new player games, but also just awesome even if you're not a new player game. So having someone who is awesome like Matt making so much awesome stuff and encouraging other people to is great. And then obviously James, again, gosh, you've been on the show now maybe one of the most, I think, between the interview, the review, guesting as a player, coming on and running this like 5 or 6 times on the show. Always a fan, always appreciate the work you do, always appreciate the stuff that you're making and the voice that you write it in. And thank you so much for, I guess, like asking us to host this launch party.
I'm so glad you're into it. I've had a great time every single time I've been on the show. Crumbling Keep has a definite crush on the Weekly Scroll.
Well, we are mutually crushing here at the Weekly Scroll as well. So that is us. We will make sure for those that didn't get to watch us live and you're watching later, all of the links to everything, both to Matt, to James, to the Kickstarter, to everything, will be down below, including the links to the music you've been listening tonight, which is by Gnoll, from Heimat Der Katastrophe. So again, thank you everyone in chat for being here. You guys have made it wonderful. Thank you, James, for coming on, and thank you everyone for participating. And that will be us tonight. Bye everybody. Bye.